This is the Steve and Mike Show podcast. Keep on rolling, baby. And now here's Michael Larkin and Stevie Nicks.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another edition of the Steve and Mike Show. We are back. It has been a long absence, but we are here today for another Steve and Mike Show. And as always, by my side is my boy, my homie G, the one, the only, Mr. Stevie Nicks. Homie, we back on the air.
We're back, and it's been too long. Again, it's over. We're not doing these often enough, Mike Larkin. Because every time we come back now, I'm saying it's been too long. It's overdue. Maybe that's saying something about us. Maybe that's saying that we need to be on our game shit more. Yeah.
Oh,
we got to step our game up, as Snoop would say. You know what I'm saying, dog?
I mean, we did give you guys a nice little Ice Net pod with Gil Martin for our last live episode, so we hope you enjoy that. But yeah, no, a Steve and Mike show is well overdue, and then we still got the golden age of everything to do, but we'll be back on our game. But we're here, and I'm happy to have you here, as we are here, happy to be here to do this for y'all. A lot has been going on in the wide world of everything, to be precise here. I don't want to. I will just start again. I know it's going to start on a downer, but then we're going to get into something fun, and you could see him getting bowed up because he wanted to do this topic, and he was very angry.
We had a bunch of stuff planned.
We had a bunch of stuff planned, but yeah, he was bowed up before the show got on the air.
I mean, the good news is there's plenty to talk about. So
yes,
I'm now thinking like maybe if we spend too much on this, like. People will let whatever. Fuck it. We'll just do it.
Fuck it. Let's do us.
Anyway, you want to you're worrying me because you're wanting to get that to the sad stuff first. So okay.
Yeah, because
you're always trying to bring me down, Mike.
Don't bring me down, Bruce.
Bring me down,
Bruce. So unfortunately, we did lose three great people in the world of music / entertainment. As we'll start with someone who was around our generation of MTV VJ. We've seen her having her own talk show. She was on TRL. She was on Teen Summit. She was at the MTV VMAs with Aaliyah and so much. Ananda Lewis died from breast cancer at the age of, I believe it was, 54? Yeah, 54?
51, I think, Michael.
Was it 51? Hold on, I'm going to take a look. That's going to bug me now. I know it was in her 50s, but...
If it's 51, you owe me a soda. If it's 51, you have to buy me something. You have to buy me a soda if it's 51.
Okay, you were closer than I was, 52. Still wasn't 51. Still wasn't 51. I regret.
Definitely not taking you to Vegas.
Shut up. So she was 52, still so young. I mean, the woman died of breast cancer. Man, Ananda Lewis, I loved her doing her work on TRL, like we mentioned. Like, she was one of the great mainstays in the 90s when it came to MTV VJs. I mean, even her work with MTV News. Really sad to see the passing of Ananda Lewis.
Yeah, Mike Larkin, another one succumbs to the big C. And it's too many. We were talking about when the story broke. I remember we talked about how there's too many of these big famous celebrities, big names going down to big. I mean, all around, really, it's the big, too many losing their lives to this horrible disease, and it's just, you almost get numb to it after a while. I mean, you hear it, you see, it's like, oh well. Lost to cancer at 51, another one. It's like, when is this going to stop? Like, when are we going to, can I not read about someone dying of cancer, like, for a little bit anyway? I mean, it's seriously, like, what I mean?
I'm
like,
right there with you. I'm fucking tired of it too. I mean, my mom, as you all know, has gone through breast cancer as well. It sucks and it's horrible. And I mean, with Ananda Lewis, she was just like, fuck it. If I'm going to go, I'm going to go. I'm not going to do this vasectomy. I'm not going to do this treatment. You know what? It is what it is. And I mean, with Ananda Lewis, again, storied career. For us growing up in the 90s and 2000s, she was one of the prominent MTV VJs that we grew up watching each and every afternoon. So, I mean, God rest her soul, Ananda Lewis, you truly will be missed. And then the legendary musicians who passed, Brian Wilson of the Beach Boys, as well as Sly Stone of Sly and the Family Stone. Two great, amazing groups, the Beach Boys, Don't Worry Baby. And, God only knows what I'd be without you. We're fun till the daddy takes a T-Bird away. I'm talking about Surfing USA. Dare I even say Kokomo.
Are you going to list every one of their hits from Wikipedia, Mike Larkin?
First of all, I know their songs, you dumbass.
I'm asking you, like, we're talking about Brian Wilson and you're just listing Beach Boys songs.
Because he was in the Beach Boys.
Yeah, but he was so much more than just a member of the. He was the Beach Boy. He created.
I know he did. I was
sound.
getting there before you want to rudely interrupt.
Lead, Mike Larkin, lead with that. Then don't freaking list me like everyone knows the Beach Boys songs. Mike Larkin, come on, dog.
God, I'm just trying to freaking start a dialogue.
By listing, Mike Larkin, don't be Mr. Google. Come on, dog.
I'm not being Mr. Google. I fucking know the songs. I love the Beach
Boys. Just talk about Brian Wilson.
That's what I'm doing. Brian Wilson wrote and did a lot of the stuff for the Beach Boys, which, like homie said, started and created the Beach Boys. So one of the best, man, into great art forms of music. What?
Nothing.
Go.
No, you're absolutely right. And I mean, he and his brothers. I mean, but really, he was the one that created those amazing. I mean, I think that. The Beach Boys are probably one of, if not the best bands ever at harmonizing, and the melodies that he could write and the way that they could blend voices together. You don't see that very often in music, the ability to do that. I mean, Lennon and McCartney did that really good. The Beatles did. Boston was a band that did that really good, blending the voice together, but no one did it like the Beach Boys, though. I mean, the Beach Boys is... That's what makes that music so special is the harmonies and the blending of the voices, and that's all because of Brian Wilson, because he wrote those songs and wrote the harmonies and a very, very unique musical voice. And another one is lost another legend, Mike Larkin.
I mean, when you think of Pet Sounds and you think of everything that he brought, especially one of the greatest albums ever, you mentioned Paul McCartney crying after listening to that album. I mean, it really is, man. I growing up listening to 103.1, on friggin' the oldies on friggin'
B103, Mike Larkin. Come on, dog.
Yes, like that stuff just hits you home, man. And I mean, my mom was a fan of that. My dad was a fan of that. When you think of the Beach Boys, it's timeless classics. I mean, I know they're still doing their thing with John Stamos in the mix. So John Stamos has kept them going with the touring there. So I mean, hey, you still got some of the Beach Boys there now with Uncle Jesse and everything that he did as well. Because John Stamos from the '80s with Full House appearances, and like we mentioned,
well, apparently he's actually a fan though. That's okay because he apparently is actually a real fan, right, Mike?
Yeah, so. Absolutely. And I mean, we mentioned.
I guess that's okay. It's not fake and lame.
No, and you got Kokomo, and you got friggin' everything off the Cocktail soundtrack. Come on now, man. Oh, I mean, I look at it like this, man. Timeless music, great art form as music is. So, I mean, God rest.
There is no actual place called Kokomo, Mike Larkin, right? You do know that, right?
Yeah, why?
Because, I mean, I think some people hear the song and they think that, like, it might be, like, a real place.
I know a place. I'll take you there.
I'll take you there.
We ain't going to Kokomo, but yes, no, I know. Kokomo is not a real place. But, yeah, that's another one. I mean, Sly and the Family Stone, thank you for letting me be myself again.
Sly Stone, man.
Sly and the Family Stone. Man. Oof.
Did he die of cancer?
I think it was natural causes. I mean, he was
up natural there. Causes.
Yeah, he was up there in his 80s.
Yeah, like 81 or something. I mean, he was another pioneer, absolute pioneer of. I mean, some of the earliest seeds of funk were planted with Sly and the Family Stone. I mean, they were one of the few black bands at Woodstock, Mike Larkin. I don't know if you know that they performed at Woodstock.
I'm aware. Yep.
Sly and the Family Stone. So I mean, that's saying something, and the songs are timeless, and the sound is timeless, and there's a lot of the funk that followed in the 70s, especially a lot of it owes it to the success of Sly and the Family Stone. So obviously another huge legend we lost to Gary. It's just sometimes they come in bunches, Mike Larkin. It's horrible, just horrible. But he lived, like you said, he lived a long life. So
both him and Brian Wilson were in their 80s, and I mean, it's sad. I mean, like I said, growing up on that music, like Steve said, it comes to also being numb to it. You know what I'm saying? We're tired of cancer. We're tired of just everybody dying. Like they're taking
people killing, people dying. Mike Larkin, you know what I'm saying?
Children hurting and hear them crying. Oh, Black Eyed Peas. Where's
I guess what you preach, Mike Larkin?
Would you turn the other cheek? Father. And some guidance from above, because people got me questioning. Where is the love? 22 years later, lack of understanding and
It's better than lower than now.
That's the reason why sometimes I'm feeling down. Now ask yourself. Oh, but yes, another song that actually just turned 20 plus years old. This one had to remind me. Alien Ant Farm's cover of Smooth Criminal, which is off the album that has.
Come on, that's one of the
It's one of our
the greatest covers. One of the most legendary songs of 2000. One of the best covers of all time. Come on, Mike Larkin. Come on.
No,
that is to this day. It is a banger. It will always be a banger. I mean, we go every time, right? Every time we hear it, or every time we hear a reference.
Oh no! Yep. I remember when that first debuted on TRL, I was thinking, what? They're doing Michael Jackson's Smooth Criminal? Then I'm like, I can dig this. I dig this. The friggin' he does this and the friggin' mailbox lights up on.
What was that? What was that lady that your mom was friends with that we met at the funeral home on Clarkin?
Anne?
Yeah, how's she?
Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? Annie, are you okay? Oh no! Oh no! Da, 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 da. Woo!
The kid on the sidewalk with the mask on doing the dance in my glove, you know what I'm saying?
Woo! The friggin' bikers and their friggin' mullets. Oh god. Yeah.
Such a legendary video, legendary song. I mean, one of the best songs from our youth, Mike Larkin. And really, how many other covers can you think of that are that much better than the original? And the original was also a hit. Like, you don't get that
there
very
were
often.
Other people I remember in the 2000s that thought that Marilyn Manson's cover of Tainted Love was better than Soft Cell. And for that, I say,
we have a word for people like that, Mike Larkin.
Go ahead.
Retarded.
Wow, you're gonna go there. All right. So
we can say it. We can say it, Mike Larkin. It's okay. We can say it.
Yes. Okay. So with that being said, it is rather stupid that people would think that. And here's the thing. I know people that love them some Tainted Love by Marilyn Manson. I remember when that first came out as well. And I remember Soft Cell because my mom loves that song as well. You can't outdo.
Getting a lot of shout outs to your mom today, Mike Larkin. I like it.
Thank you. Wow. So a lot of stuff that cannot outdo Soft Cell's Tainted Love because Tainted Love was a classic. And Marilyn Manson's take on it. Yeah. He tried, but it just, I know you're not that big of a Marilyn Manson fan, right? No.
Yeah, no. But especially after the rapey stuff and all the creepy stuff that he did, but
Bible and all that good stuff that he did, and all the cursing and all that crap that he did. Yeah.
Well, no, I mean he was just a scumbag. He treated his girlfriend. I mean, listen to the stories that Evan Rachel Wood tells about him. He's a scumbag.
Oh yeah.
So but even before that, I wasn't really that crazy about him. He was a gimmicky. He was very gimmicky anyway. I mean, that tells you, a lot about who the artist is when they have to do like gimmicks like that.
I mean, the beautiful people. For every wrestling fan, that was the friggin' SmackDown theme for the early 2000s. I mean, we all grew up on the beautiful people, and I mean, This Is the New Shit was the theme for ECW on Sci-Fi. But yeah, WWE used a lot of his music, and I'm just the Dope Show. I mean, I understand that with Marilyn Manson. I obviously understand where you're coming from, but yeah, you cannot have his version of Tainted Love be better. It's like saying like Bobby Brown with My Prerogative coming out in the late 80s, and then when Britney Spears covered it in the 2000s. Completely different. And I'm sorry, and I love me some Britney Spears, but that cover of that song sucked so badly. Oh God, it was horrible.
You call yourself a Britney. We had this conversation a while back. Call yourself a Britney Spears fan, but then you do not care about what she went through. You have no sympathy for her. I'm like, Mike Larkin, what about all the things that happened to her? And what about things that she had to deal with in her 20s and 30s? It's like, whatever, I don't care.
What about
it? You don't feel bad? You don't feel bad for what she went through, Mike Larkin?
Oh, I absolutely do. I had this discussion with my girl Laura Frazier on our Pop Culture History podcast episode. I mean, I look at it from a stance I look at it like this. It's one of those things where when it comes to Britney Spears, she went through a lot. And I mean, I saw the documentary on Netflix and I saw a lot of stuff there. It's unfortunate. She really did go through a lot. I mean, we can joke all the time about the Give Me More performance from the MTV VMAs back in 2007. Like that was not one of her best performances, but she was going through it at the time and everything that she went through. I truly feel sorry for Britney Spears, but yeah, It's sad. Like, she's another one, such a talented human being and a wonderful spirit, and then boom, stuff like this happens. But no, I feel bad. I truly do feel bad for her. I mean, it looks like she's gotten it back together somewhat, in a way. And I mean, all I can do is somewhat. Yeah.
Somewhat.
Somewhat.
Oh my God, somewhat.
Somewhat. And I love Britney Spears, but yeah, it just, here's the thing when it comes to, I mean, I saw Justin Bieber recently just yelling at the paparazzi like I'm standing in front of my car. How about y'all get the fuck away?
I think something's happening with him.
Oh yeah, the Diddy thing, yeah.
I think he's doing well. I think he's doing a lot of drugs.
That too.
I think he's lost a lot of money, and I think that he's panicking and going through some real personal shit right now. I feel kind of bad for him.
Oh yeah. Can you also agree though when it comes to the paparazzi, y'all got to leave them the fuck alone? To be completely honest with you, you got to agree with that point.
I mean, they take it too far sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like Larkin, supposedly that's how Princess Diana died. I mean, that's
why are you going about that like Princess Diana?
Supposedly.
Well, that was a tragic.
Right, that was the cover story, right, Mike Larkin?
Why are you saying it's a cover story? Like, why you got to be like that?
Just saying, Mike Larkin. Some people don't believe that it was the paparazzi.
What do they think it was?
Well, I think that it wasn't exactly an accident. If you catch my drift, Mike Larkin.
Why you got to be like that?
Why do I got to be like that? I didn't start the rumor. Come on, dog.
Well, do you believe all? I'm tired of rumors starting. I'm sick of being followed. Do you believe all the rumors and all that? Is this another conspiracy theory? Is that what we're doing here?
Mike Larkin, you say conspiracy theory like it's a dirty word, Mike Larkin.
Well,
just do your own research into it, Mike Larkin. See if you believe the facts, Mike Larkin. You know what I'm saying, dog?
I don't.
Just look into it. Just look into it. There were motives. There were definitely. There's some things that you can question. So.
I don't believe the nut bars, man. It is what it is.
I'm not believing nut bars. I'm telling you, do your own research, Michael Larkin. Just do your own independent research. Not about nut bars.
What do I got to look up? Well, I know what happened. I know what happened.
You just seem. You ask me a question and I give you an answer, and you seem very close-minded about it. So
because it's what happened. I'm tired of these nuts that just have to question shit and just.
Are you tired of these nuts, Mike Larkin? You know
these nuts.
You know what I'm saying, dog? You know
what I'm saying, dog? I'm just, y'all people need to shut the fuck up.
Like, people. Mike Larkin.
Yes, the people need to shut the fuck up.
Mike Larkin. I don't know what to do with you, dog. You gotta be willing to have an open mind about these things, dog.
About what? Nuts? They're not.
No, you already have an open mind about that. You know what I'm saying, dog?
You know what I'm saying? No, it's just, I'm sorry to the conspiracy theorists out there. I'm sure you're lovely people, but yeah. Y'all gotta stop because you just made my head hurt. It is what it is. But
do you know what the track record is for conspiracy theories nowadays? It's like 17-0 now.
I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit.
That obviously getting things right isn't important to you when you talk like that. So
I'm just saying they look into this shit. It's like what? Like what? Who cares? Because they got to deep into this stuff. Like it's a deep.
Who cares?
Just shut up.
Who cares? Listen to him say, "Who cares?"
But there's nothing there. You got nothing.
This is the millennial. This is the millennial male.
You're the millennial male. What the fuck are you talking about? We're both millennials. And there's nothing. You fucking nuts. There's nothing there. Just shut the fuck up.
Look at Boot over here.
They're fucking nuts. Like shut the fuck up. Oh, I believe this. No, it didn't. Do you fucking believe everything you hear? God.
Are you talking to me? You're asking me?
People, just shut the fuck up.
Tell us how you really feel, Mike Larkin.
They fucking are nuts. Shut the fuck up. There's nothing fucking there. Oh, well, I believe in this and they'll tell you. There's nothing fucking there, you fuckers.
They're right about COVID.
What about COVID?
They're right about everything about COVID. It was absolutely a lab leak.
People died.
It did not come from bats.
People died from COVID. What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm saying the origins of COVID.
Oh, whatever. Who cares? I'm talking about the people that they.
And you know they inflated the numbers about the people who died. It's like a third.
All right, whatever.
Actually died of COVID.
I don't care.
Who cares?
People died. Just stop.
You said who cares?
I'm not saying who cares. I'm saying who cares about this and that. Well, the numbers. It's fucking people died. I'm tired of just like, oh, derp. It wasn't that bad. People fucking died. I had people that fucking died. So I don't want to hear.
People die of the flu too.
I don't want to hear it.
For them?
I don't want to hear it. okay? Because I had people.
So we should care about COVID.
Stop it, because you're gonna get me angry. People.
No, I'm trying to understand your logic.
There's no logic. It's the people. I care.
I know.
Just stop fucking talking about all this. It wasn't that bad. People died. I had people in my family died. So I'm a little sensitive about the COVID thing. What do you think it's really?
I know that people died, Mike Larkin.
I'm not saying people not you. I'm talking about these assholes that have to fucking look into everything. Like, oh my God.
All I said was people die from the. What about people that die from the flu?
Alone. Fucking leave it alone. You got nothing. Shut up. So let's move on because I can't fucking take these fucking.
Okay, how about this one? How about this one then? Okay, so at a recent show, there was a recent show about 2 weeks ago.
Sure, hit me.
Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah.
Went on. I don't know if you've heard about this. Bruce Springsteen went on a tirade
about what?
About how much America sucks. It was like a 10-minute like tirade on stage where he was like bashing America, saying like there's people in the. You know, he was saying like really crazy like anti-American stuff for like 10 minutes, and that should close the book on Bruce Springsteen forever. If you had any doubts as to what kind of person he is, let alone what kind of musician he is, I mean, I think he sucks as a musician. But I mean, why would you pay money to go see this guy at this point when the country that you live in, work in, and sweat and bleed for it, you know, trying to make a living in, and trying to make your way, just, you know, saying that it sucks and that, you know, America sucks. Like America is no good. It's a no good country or something. I can try to pull up what he actually said, but I don't want to get too far into it because then I'll get bowled up, Mark Larkin. But can you believe that? I mean, I have a problem, and I want to get your opinion on this because I have a problem with you pay money to go see a show, and it's a it's for a musician. Let's say it's an artist that you really like, and you know how concert prices are nowadays, Mike Larkin, they're ridiculous, right? You know, so it's not exactly a cheap night out. And then instead of just going to listen to the music, which is supposed to bring people together and unite, instead of just going and having a good time and enjoying some music, you are all of a sudden witnessing and they're exposed to a political tirade that you didn't ask for and you don't necessarily agree with, and there's no really point in having it be there. Just this is why I don't like artists pontificating about their political views either way at their shows. Okay, it's one thing if you're doing an interview. It's one thing if you're on the street and the paparazzi, your best friend Mike Larkin, the paparazzi ask you a question or something. Like, okay, then you know you can give your political spiel or whatever. But if I'm paying to go see you on stage to perform music or whatever, that's not what I want to hear. And I will say, I had this when I saw Todd Rundgren. Todd Rundgren did that, and even though it was only like 2 minutes, he went on a little tirade about who to vote for, and I'm like, you know what? I don't particularly care for this either way. Listen, to be fair, Mike Larkin, if I went to a Ted Nugent show and Ted did the same thing, I wouldn't like that either. Mike Larkin, because you know what? There's not a place for that. It's one thing if you're going on Fox News or you're going on a podcast or whatever, but you should not be doing that at your show. And I think that like a guy like Bruce Springsteen, who first of all, Mike Larkin, made his bones singing about the common man and the working man and the people from New Jersey, that's real America, the heartland and all that shit. It's all bullshit. First of all, this guy's a freaking multi-millionaire, probably a billionaire, has a big mansion, sits behind giant gates. Okay, he has no connection to the real world, and he's sitting there and telling his working class fans, people that pay to go see his shows, that pay is basically his salary, the reason why he's living in that place in the first place, and he's telling them that America sucks. I don't think you should be allowed to do that. They're calling him the Jane Fonda of music now, Mike Larkin. You don't understand that reference, right? Okay. What are your thoughts on this? What are your thoughts on this whole thing now that I bought this to you?
And I'll tie it into what I just said about the nuts. First of all, I kid and I jest a lot with the conspiracy theory stuff. I'm tired of just hearing like shit's not that bad. And that's why I get a little sensitive about the COVID stuff. I hear what you're saying, but don't act like, that's what I'm saying. People just need to calm the fuck down and just shut up. But I look at
what
it.
What do you think of, like, let's say, like, if you were going to a concert,
Hold on,
all right, someone tried to do that stuff.
Yeah,
Mike Larkin, don't leave the room. I'm asking you a question. Don't leave the room.
I'm not leaving the room. I'm letting the cat out.
Where's the cat? Where's the cat at? Anyone see the cat?
Yes.
Want to see the cat, Mike Larkin?
Stop it. Okay. What's the question?
Let's say if that was you. Do you agree with me? Like, that's not something that you should be seeing. I'm not trying to lead you, but
No.
Do you think that's something that you should be seeing at a concert? Either way, Mike Larkin. Let's just either way.
I'll say this first and foremost. I generally don't like talking politics, but I'll answer this question. So
it's not really a political question. It's just, do you think that has
someone asked me and they said, like on an interview or a podcast, which is fine or whatever. If somebody said, "Hey man, what do you think about what Trump just said about Russia and the Ukraine acting like, when you're a kid and then you fight and sometimes you have to fight it out?" I would say he's out of his fucking mind. These people are bombing each other. This is not no fucking schoolyard shit. Like, that's fucking ridiculous. If they ask me a question there, fine. But if I'm in a performance or I'm like doing, say, like comedy, for example, that brings people together, if I'm telling jokes and then you start going on a political tirade during the comedy show, I'm like, well, that's not what I paid for. I came here to tell jokes. I'm not here to you to tell me about your political beliefs. And and I see this now. I saw Bruce did the thing with the fuck Trump, and I'll be honest, Trump is not my biggest fan either. But I mean, I'm here to hear you sing. I'm not, buddy. I'm here to hear you sing. Not, forget.
I'm paying you to sing, not to hear your life story.
Well, I have a microphone, and
you don't.
So you will listen to every goddamn word I have to say. Yes. No. So when Bruce does the fuck Trump, and then, I will also take what's her face, Kesha, talk about fuck P. Diddy. I will take that because fuck P. Diddy. But when it's a political figure like that, and Trump's not my cup of tea either, but I don't want. See, here's the thing, and I'll preface it like this: do I like Trump? Not my biggest fan, but do I want to see the man get shot and killed? No. Because at the end of the day, it's like, you may not like, even when we were growing up, some people didn't like George W. Bush. Like, but do I want to see George W. Bush get shot and killed? No. Do I want to see anything bad happen to him? No. You know what I'm saying? That's how it should be. But in this particular scenario, if I'm coming to see a musician perform, say I want to see a Bruce, and I want to hear him saying, "Everybody's got a hungry heart," or "Born to Run," "Born in the USA." Hell, even
you're listening songs again,
or he even listen to friggin' Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Like,
Headlers!
That's what I came to see. And yes, I'm going to list songs just because I'm giving an example of what at the concert. Like, it would be like, all right, well, give an example, and you can make fun of me, and I don't care. I'll talk about it. If I'm going to see the Backstreet Boys and they start going on a fucking tirade, I'm like, no, I want to hear you fucking sing I Want It That Way. Shut the fuck up. You Are My Fire. I don't want to hear You Are About This. Fucking perform the song that I came here to see. That goes with, I'll equate it to BLI when they used to have Summer Jam and Winter Jam at Jones Beach.
Summerfest?
God, fuck you, Jeremy Piven. We'll equate to wrestling in a second too. It's like, all right, I'm going to see whoever's at Summerfest. Give me a name, like Shaggy, right? Like when Shaggy was performing, it wasn't me, and he started talking about, like, say in 2002, like, George Bush. I would be ashamed to be from Texas too, like the Dixie Chicks, if I was from Texas, and he started going into like a tirade about George Bush being from Texas, and I would be ashamed and blah 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 blah. He's the worst president ever. I'd be like, dude, I didn't really come here to see this. Can you please perform? It wasn't me. Perform Angel. Perform everything that I come to see. I'm here to see a musical performance. I'm not here to hear you talk about your political beliefs. But we're in a day and age now where free speech is everything, and we have everything as far as concerts, and people want to say how they feel. It is what it is, but at the same time, too, myself, I'm like, I get it. You're trying to make a statement, and I appreciate that. But, man, that's not what I came here to see. I understand it from freedom of speech, and I understand you have the right to express yourself. But at the end of the day, people are going to vote how they vote, whether you like it or not. People are entitled to their opinions. That's the beauty about voting and having the freedom to do what you want to do and make your own decisions. So, I mean, let's not try to sway people. So and piss on people.
Yeah, it's disrespectful, right? My Lord, it's disrespectful to the customer, to the consumer that's there to consume your product and to hear what your product is, and they don't care what the person who's selling the product or giving you the product thinks about thinks of what they think about politically. Like, I don't care if the guy who's selling me a car voted, one way. Like, I don't give a shit if you voted for Trump or Biden or Saddam Hussein. I don't know. I don't care. Like, well, maybe I would care a little bit if you voted for Saddam Hussein. But
well, that would be like if they voted. Well, here's the thing too. Like they just did a poll, and here's the thing. You could say what you will about Kamala Harris, right? I'll give you an example because this was actually just in the study. You want to talk about articles and stuff? There were people in articles because Trump won, right? They did a poll asking like students, or they did a poll asking people in the general public, right? They said if you had a choice, because you know how Trump and Putin have been working together and blah blah blah, right? So if you had a choice. Trump and Putin, they with a working relationship. They've talked and whatnot. Trump and Putin, I'm saying, right? You know how Donald Trump's talked to Vladimir Putin and shit with Russia and all that crap.
Yeah, no, you made it sound like they're working together, like they're in cahoots.
No, I'm saying like they're working. They're talking to each other, like they're working like that.
Yeah, okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah,
that's what I'm trying to say. Not like in cahoots. I was trying to say like they're talking. They're having a conversation. That shit about the world. Like they're working to like do whatever. Point being. These people would ask, if you had a choice between Kamala Harris and Vladimir Putin, these people go with Putin. I would have a fucking problem with that because I would not want to see Vladimir Putin as the president of the United States. I would not want to see Saddam Hussein as the president of the United States. I would rather have the fucking outbreak monkey if I had a chance as the president of the United States over the two. The point being is we have things like that where I would not going to go on a tirade. Like I mentioned with, I think the fact that what Trump said about fucking Putin and not Putin, I'm sorry, about Russia and Ukraine. Oh, sometimes you got to fight it. I think that's fucking asinine. They're bombing each other. People are dying. This is not like a fucking tiff in the fucking schoolyard. Dumbass. I would not go on a fucking 5 to 10 minute tirade saying, God damn it, Trump and this. It's just goddamn Lion Johnson and this goddamn war. You wouldn't see me going on a 5
I know. Get me started, my
we're going to get to that in a minute. But the point being here is, folks, and I get bowed up too. See, now you get me bowed up. So I would not go on to like a 20-minute tirade about Trump. Did you hear this fucking bullshit that Trump said and blah, 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 blah? If you ask me a question, I'll give you an answer. But I'm not going to go on a fucking tirade when I know that I'm in a setting of I'm either doing music or I'm doing this. I'm not going to go on a 20-minute tirade when that's not what the people want to hear me do. It's disrespectful, yes.
I mean, me and you joke around, right? Me and you joke around all the time. Yeah. But like, I don't want to seriously use this podcast to peddle my political beliefs because I don't think that's why people are listening to this. Like, yeah, I rag on you all the time with Trump train and all that BS, and it's fun. Yeah, but it's very funny. But I'm not trying to do it. I'm not trying to actually make a serious political statement when I say that. I'm trying to mess with you, and that's part of the entertainment of the show. I'm not going out of my way saying, hold on, boys and girls, you need to vote for this guy because this, and that. And because I say, like, first of all, no one gives a shit who I am, first of all. Let's just be real. We got like, by the way, thank you to our tens of viewers, by the way.
No, but you're fine. Like, you rag up, and I'll add on to that. Like, you have your thing with Trump and the Trump train. That doesn't bother me. Like, here's the thing. That's the problem also with today's society. Like, I don't care who he votes for. He doesn't care who I vote for. We're still the best of friends. Like, that's never going to change. And we rag each other. I hate that, too. Like, nobody gets...
You right.
True. But no, it's ridiculous that people just have to do this. It's like, fucking who cares? Like... It's what it is. Do I agree with a lot of the Trump stuff? I don't agree with, but it is what it is. He's the president. You know what I'm saying? I can't do nothing about it. People voted for him. Everybody had the right to express their vote and cast their vote. You know what I'm saying? As I have the right to cast my vote, but I'm not going to whine and bitch about it. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I have a lot of things to go and deal with in my life as he does his, as we all do. Yeah. So we have to live with it.
Yeah. I mean, look, I just, my whole thing was just, it's not.
It's disrespectful.
Setting, and it's disrespectful to your fans, to go off and to go do that. I'm your biggest fan, Mike Larkin.
This is Stan.
This
will be the last package I ever send your ass. Oh shit! I forgot. How am I supposed to send this shit out?
Dear Slim, I wrote you, but you still ain't calling.
I left my pager and
my pager at the bottom.
Oh no,
that's 2 other packages. You must not have got them.
Must have got left over at the post office or something. But no, the best part is at the beginning where he's like, "Stanley, what have you done to yourself? What, you don't like it, huh?" And he bleaches his fucking hair blonde like Eminem. God almighty. But no, like to go back to your point. The point is, yes, that would be like going to a fucking wrestling event and listening to fucking All right, I'm going to mention him since he got booed in California, Hulk Hogan. The thing that people the problem is, I would fucking get annoyed too if he would just started his malarkey and everything and rip the shirt off and Trump's taking back America, brother. I would be like, dude, like this is not why they came to see you. First of all, nobody wants to fucking see him anymore either way. Him and Eric Bischoff have that new Real American Freestyle Wrestling. Oh, nobody wants to see your ass in 2020.
I mean, what you really think, Michael?
Just. The reason that they booed him, the Trump stuff, whatever, you can boo that, but it wasn't like strictly political stuff. They booed him because he's a racist piece of shit who pretty much said, if my daughter wants to date a rich N-word, I'm fine with that. Or, the N-word, me and my boys said that back in the 50s. And I'm like, bro, like, They're boo you because you're a racist piece of shit. And when you were supposed to apologize in the locker room at a friggin' wrestling event, I don't think it was Raw or whatever, and you just said, oh, brother, sometimes happens. Just don't get caught. That's not an apology. That's you just being a dickhead. I know you think that's funny. You're just being a dickhead. Like, people are not going to like you because you're a racist piece of shit. And it's documented that you're a racist piece of shit. And you tried to...
Well, he also stabbed his fellow wrestlers in the back and prevented them from unionizing, right? He did that also.
Oh, Jesse Ventura will never, ever, ever forgive him. He was just in an interview with Chris Van Vliet, and he was asked, like, time has passed. That was X amount of years ago. And he goes, will you ever forgive Hulk Hogan? And Jesse's like, no. He's just like, no. Like, him and I can never talk. Well, it's never going to happen.
What he did to me was just unacceptable.
Well, he ratted to Vince, and he even said when he testified in the fucking trial, he's like, well, who told you that, Hulk Hogan?
You know what they say, Mike Larkin? You know what they say?
It gets stitches, yes.
Rats get bats. Snitches get stitches. That's right.
Yes. But yeah, Jesse will never, ever forgive Hulk Hogan for that. It's not even that, too. It's just, he's just such the politics of just, that doesn't work for me, brother, and not putting a lot of people over when he should have. It has nothing to do with the politics. He's just always been a scuzzball. And also, I don't like the fact what happened with Nick Hogan and his son, who was a vegetable, who's no longer alive anymore, giving them the beers, and then they fucking get into that car accident, and the kid was fucking vegetable, and Nick is in there in the fucking jail cell, and you can hear the jail cell tapes. He's like, I want to go home. And it's like, you have no sympathy for the fact that you just made this kid, your friend, into a vegetable. And then Hogan's like, God, looks like God took care of him, brother, with the fact that, hey, he wasn't that good of a guy, man. And then Linda Hogan.
Oh my God.
You have to listen to this. And then they were talking about making a reality show, continue with the reality show. It's like, bro, you're literally your best friend's a fucking vegetable. And you're thinking about reality shows, and Linda Hogan at the time, that dumb bitch, was just pretty much just like, you have no idea what this is doing to me. What is it doing to you? The kid's a fucking vegetable in the hospital, you dumb twat. God damn, what the fuck is wrong with you? That's the problem and why I don't respect Hulk Hogan. Then there's tapes out there that you can hear these fucking jail cells when freaking Nick was 18. Get arrested. Then he got arrested again for fucking DUI because he's a fucking fuck up. You fuck up. And then we got fucking Hulk Hogan over here just being Hulk Hogan. So I understand why Brooke Hogan doesn't talk to her family anymore. I completely understand why Brooke Hogan has absolutely separated herself from the Hogan family. I completely understand it. But yeah, fuck you, Hulk Hogan. And to quote the Iron Sheik, fuck the Hulk Hogan. Go.
May he rest in peace, Michael.
Yes, may he rest in peace. But fuck you, Hulk.
So long story short, fuck Bruce Springsteen. He's a piece of shit. Fuck
and
Bruce
the Hulk
Springsteen
Hogan.
And fuck you too.
And the Hulk, yes. And the Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, no, really. I'm done. Pretty much at this point, if you're still on the Hulk Hogan or you still listen to Bruce Springsteen, you're just fucking stupid. You're just stupid. At this point, I don't even care anymore. You're just stupid.
Well, who's the other one? I think one of the dudes in Rage Against the Machine had a fuck Trump thing on his guitar thing. I think one of the Rage Against
killing in the name of.
Yes, they do what they told you. They won't do what they told you. Isn't that the same?
Was that GTA San Andreas soundtrack, right, Michael?
Yes, I think he was the same one that was friggin' on the set of the friggin' 2000 VMAs, and then the dude Fred Durst told him to jump. If you remember that from back in the day, he was on top of the set. The friggin' Rage Against.
Oh, is that the one from where he didn't get no nookie, Mike Larkin?
He didn't get no nookie, no.
He didn't get no nookie, Mike Larkin. Hell yeah, I'm living
life in the fast lane. Still great performance, 2000 VMAs. But yeah, no, I mean, he's in the camp of the fuck Bruce Springsteen. I'm sure a lot of people are. When it comes to Bruce, I mean, I'm just kind of like, the reason why I do this is like I know what it's going to be. I know he's going to say the stuff about Trump. I know he's going to say whatever. So I understand it. A lot of celebrities are putting themselves out there. Robert De Niro has said fuck Trump. It is what it is. You're going to see a lot more celebrities just sticking up for their political stuff. Which, hey, do you? But again, there's a time and a place for everything. Is pretty much the best way to summarize it. There's a time and a place for everything. I mean, you can.
Yeah, no, exactly. No, and your shows are not. Anything that alienates the fan base is not good. Anything that makes anybody feel other is when you're in that type of situation is not ideal. So screw him. Screw anybody who still likes him.
Hulk Hogan.
And screw Hulk Hogan. Screw anybody who still likes him. And
fucking.
I guess that's all I have to say about that, Michael Larkin.
Oh, God, Well, that's. And it's not
goddamn Ryan Johnson and this goddamn
war. That doesn't give an excuse to hit a woman, asshole. So no, the point being, and I know you went on with these people and we went with these individuals, but it's just everybody. And I know with today's climate, you can again, everybody's going to speak up now. We didn't really have a lot of this back in the day. Did you notice that we really didn't have a lot of people speaking up politically and doing all these things like you do now? Like we really don't. We didn't have a lot of people like spewing. Like you didn't see this growing up when it was Barack.
Well, you had Bono. You always had Bono.
Bono.
It turns out he's flying around on USA.
Thank God. Thank God.
Money, talking about how it's killing thousands of people and hasn't killed anyone.
What's killing thousands of people? What do you say?
USA. He's saying that cutting USAID funding for his Africa bullshit has already killed like thousands of people. It's like, no, it hasn't. No, it hasn't.
Yeah, Bono is.
Yeah, that's everybody loves it. That's just a good show.
Yeah, no, it's not. Oh, tonight, thank God it's them instead of you.
Yeah, fuck, and also fuck him for that too, Mike Logan. Fuck, fuck. That's also he's guilting people on Christmas. We already talked about this. Like he's guilting people on Christmas. He's guilt shaming people on.
Well, you also missed. Do you remember what he said about Eminem when everybody was like boycotting Eminem's thing? He's full of hate, and all the friggin' the LGBTQ and I community at the time friggin' were going after him. Do you remember what Bono said during the Eminem interview?
What he said?
Yeah. Well, do you remember what he said when he was interviewed about all that?
Not completely.
So he stuck up for Eminem, and he goes, "When Johnny Cash said, 'I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die,' nobody said somebody stop that man." Because when they were going on about Eminem's lyrics and everything with the Marshall Mathers LP and him saying the F word, faggot that being, he's like, you never heard.
What did I say, Michael? What did I say?
But you never heard. He was pretty much saying you never heard anybody go after Johnny Cash for, shot a man in Reno just to watch him die.
Yeah, well, he to be fair though, he only said shot a man and didn't say shot a fag. So
that is true. Yes.
It might have been, actually though it was the 60s. He might have been celebrated. He might have been celebrated for saying that, Mike Larkin.
Oh God, fucking the 60s. We've come a long way since then. Well, at least we hope so. Yes, fuck them.
Come a long way, baby.
Come a long way, baby. Yes. It's the world, man. And we don't need to get into a tirade. And you got me bowed up with everything from the COVID and just people being dumbasses, questioning shit, and just won't shut the fuck up. I think that's literally what it is.
I mean, Bono is just a pompous asshole. You can add him to the list of assholes because he's the top of the list.
I think it's just the reason why I get upset is because people just don't shut the fuck up. It's not just about politics and everything. It's just people.
Gotta shut the fuck up. Gotta shut the fuck up. Gotta shut the fuck up. You know, that's Mike Larkin.
Yep. Shut the fuck up, everybody.
I've said that to you a couple times already, right, Mike Larkin?
Yes, you have. Just shut the fuck up. Everybody in together now. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up. What? And together now. What?
What?
But yeah. And I also blame it too on the fucking What? I always blame it on the internet too. The fucking internet is killing us with the fuck. I mean, we also had friggin'. You want to talk about the Diddy trial even too? Just because that's been all over the internet since I mentioned it. Friggin', can we just put him in jail already? Like, can we just get him out? Just get him out of here. What do you think about the whole Diddy stuff? Because there's more coming out.
There's all this drama, Mike Larkin. Supposedly but witnesses have disappeared and there's all this intimidation going on, and it's just complete nonsense. But there's always some kind of fuckery going on about behind the scenes. So,
I mean, I'm just saying when he's telling people that y'all better be fucking, I'm gonna go jerk off in the corner. So I mean, it's one of those things.
Oh no, he did way worse than that, Mike Larkin.
Oh, I know he did way worse. Friggin' just freak offs, baby. It's the party.
I mean, this guy makes Vince McMahon look like a saint.
It's freaking John Laurinaitis did the ultimate babyface turn and just turned on Vince. Like he's just like, I'm gonna give all my evidence to fucking Janelle Grant. It's all Vince. Get me out of this. Get me out of this. He turned off all his evidence over to friggin' Janelle Grant. Yeah, he turned on Vince. It's all that damn Vince McMahon. No, Vince is way worse. But between Vince McMahon and Diddy, well, first of all, Vince and Diddy, there's that infamous photo of them from years ago when he was the guest host on Raw, that being Diddy. Yeah, I'm not shocked. Not shocked in the slightest. And there's people that's why I hate the fucking wrestling fans now, when they're just like, when something bad happens in the Triple H regime, or they may not agree with some of the creative, it's just like, oh, we want Vince back. Yeah, no, we don't. No, we really don't. No, we don't. We really, really don't. Well, this one over here, May, with his out of context, because he sends me the fucking Tori Wilson, Stacy Keibler bikini contest and stuff like that. He's like, I want you for this reason. And it turns into a whole little thing like that. Look, I'm not saying that women aren't beautiful, but we got a lot of things from just bikini contests and not having them, have a lot of time wrestling. There's more to it than just the bikini contest.
The women can't wrestle now, Mike Larkin? Is that what this is?
Who said that?
That's what you're saying.
I said women can wrestle, but there's more to them to just than the eye candy, is what I'm saying.
Women can't wrestle and be beautiful, Mike Larkin?
Nobody's saying that.
What are you saying, Mike Larkin?
I'm saying there's more to it than just the bikini. You can't get away with having a nice ass forever. Eventually, you're going to have to develop a personality. So, I mean...
Man, why did I say El Pueblo? Why couldn't you just say break your legs?
Classic. But yeah, no, you do send me a lot of the old school ruthless aggression era.
That's the best era, Mike Larkin. Come on, dog.
I started watching wrestling.
Attitude and ruthless aggression. It was the best eras, Mike Larkin.
There was still a lot of bad, though, and even both. Like, they were great, but
come on. And no, nothing's perfect, Mike Larkin.
Nothing's perfect.
There were some bad things in there, too. Yeah, there's bad shit, with everything, Mike Larkin, from the past. Mike Larkin, it's easy to go back and find things wrong with the past, but you can still just enjoy things, Mike Larkin.
Oh, I still do. I still laugh at it. There's so much.
Sure, they're so bad. They treated women so badly, and Vince was so mean. And
but what he did to Ashley Massaro was fucked up. That was way fucked up. God rest his
soul. Mike Larkin. Oh my God. So now I can't watch any of that stuff. Oh my God.
With what? What are you talking about? You can't watch Ashley Massaro?
Vince or Ashley Massaro or any of that stuff. I can't watch anything anymore. Like,
well, I mean, nobody's saying that, but I'm saying it was still fucked up. I mean, God Almighty, but yeah, no, it is what it is.
Yeah, fucked up things happen, Mike Larkin. Jeez,
don't feel like that. A lot of people feel differently, man. I mean, you had the ruthless aggression era, and folks, I loved it. I mean, you're starting in the 02 era when you had the Billy and Chuck wedding, the hot lesbian action, the Katie Vick angle with the necrophilia. So, I mean, Vince had some crazy ideas. It was bad. It was bad, but yeah, even the Attitude Era, you had some weird stuff. You had Choppy PP. You had Beaver Cleavage. You have a lot of stuff like that that was pretty bad. But yeah, it had its moments. What? Beaver Cleavage? Beaver Cleavage! Drinking his mom's milk, it was an incest character. Woo. Bro, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have a character called Beaver Cleavage based off of Leave It to Beaver. Because you know what Beaver means, bro. You know what Beaver
means. I kind of remember this, Mike Larkin. Hold on, I have to go look this up for research, Mike Larkin.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
The woman who played the mom died. You know what we're gonna do, bro?
Mike Larkin, stop making everything sad.
Bro, what we're gonna do is we're gonna have the Beaver, because you know what Beaver means, bro. And she's got cleavage, and you know how they drink the milk to press milk. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna dress them up like it's the 50s, and we're gonna call them Beaver Cleavage, and we're gonna have an incestuous moment. We're gonna make some incestuous claim. Vince Russo. Bro, me and my
that's
Vince Russo.
That's terrible. That's
horrible. Bro, me and my partner Ed Ferrara, we were watching Jerry Springer, and what we were gonna do is we were gonna put a lot of that what we saw in the Jerry Springer and put into the thing. What we're gonna do is we're gonna have Marlena. She's gonna go out there and she's gonna say that she had a miscarriage because I saw, Ed saw it on an episode of Dallas, so she's gonna have a miscarriage.
Is this really what he said, Mike Larkin?
Bro, here's what we're going to do. We're going to have a reverse battle royal. Because you know how they did back in the day, bro, when we had the battle royals in that Royal Rumble, bro? What we're going to do is they're going to fight on the outside. Then they're all going to fight on the way to get in, bro. And then what we're going to do is they're going to eliminate him after we get him back out of the match. It's going to be a great match, Swerve. And then we're going to have two men fight at the end of it. And then they're going to have a winner. Then what we're going to do is we're going to have the King of the Mountain match, bro. It's going to be a reverse ladder match because you know when they're climbing up the ladder to get the belt, bro, to get the prop, as I call it, bro, the prop. It's not a real belt. It's not real. What we're going to do, bro, is we're going to have them take the friggin' thing and we're going to have them hang the ladder above the ring, and that's how you win the match. But here's the kicker, bro. Here's the kicker. What we're going to do is every time that they get pinned in the match, we're going to have them go in the penalty box for about 3 minutes. So when you get pinned, you got to go in the penalty box so you have a less chance of getting a chance to climb up the ladder and get the belt. Convoluted. Yes, and this really happened. This really happened.
I can't. I don't even know what to say anymore. Honestly, like it's not.
You had a reverse battle royal, bro.
I mean, I'm a joke, but like that's like insane. Like that's like he was always crazy though, right? Like, I mean, it was, but also like you could get away with a lot more back in the day. Though,
oh yeah,
like, right? Absolutely. I mean, you could definitely get. A lot of that stuff wouldn't even fly now, even if Vince was still doing it.
Well, even when Carlito was at Maria and he had the apple, just when he had the T-shirt, do you spit or swallow? And he's like, "Well, Maria, do you spit or do you swallow?" And then Maria, being the ditzy character, goes, "I swallow, yay!" And everybody cheered. But yeah, like stuff like that, or test this. Test had a T-shirt. Test. This is a test. It said test this, or and Big Show had the shirt that said the Big Show and the arrow pointing down to his crotch. So, yeah, I mean, Test, God rest his soul as well. I love my testicles. His fans were the testicles. And he had the T-shirt, I love my testicles. So, yeah, it's what it was.
But suck it. Right?
Oh, GX, suck it. Yes. Yes, absolutely. But no.
I did that in like second, third grade, Mike Logan.
Everybody did. Everybody did. Of course, we mentioned Stone Cold, but yeah, there was a lot of stuff that you could not. Well, this one over here brought up. All right, we're going to talk about it since God rest his soul, Chris Candido, Skip. You won bringing over here Skip against Scott Taylor, since we had the 30-year
anniversary. Well, I was really only bringing that up because of Sunny Day, Mike Logan. I don't really care about any of that other stuff. But
sure, well, that's not nice.
That was Chris Taylor didn't even fight.
Scott Taylor.
That's what I said. Scott Taylor, dog.
So for what he's referring,
I said Joe Montana.
Joe Montana was a quarterback, you crazy asshole. So what he's referring to is Scott Taylor, who would later go on to be Scotty 2 Hotty, which Scotty 2 Hotty and Rikishi and Grandmaster Sexay, too cool. So he was an enhancement talent here, also known as a Joppa Pro, and he wrestled Skip, Chris Candido, God rest his soul, who passed away from a blood clot in his leg, and he was with, of course, his real life girlfriend at the time, Sunny. When she was hot, they were the Body Donnas. It was Skip and Zip, the Body Donnas, and he wrestled Scott Taylor in his debut and won. So this one was talking about Sunny, but I'm like, that was when Sunny was hot. Now, Sunny, first of all, Sunny ain't never getting out of jail. They tried again. She ain't never, ever.
She probably should stay there, right, Mike Larkin? I mean,
well, when you run over a man drunk and you kill an old man, like, yeah, that's enough. Because the reason they're also, and she made this passion speech, it's out there on YouTube, where she's talking to the judge, I've learned my lesson and I'm not going to do this again. And she sounded so sincere, but the judge was like, no, because he knows once she gets out of here, she's going to get another DUI because it's happened in the past. But this time she actually killed somebody. So it's like, yeah, fuck you. You're not getting out of here.
It's just like it's probably one of the greatest downfalls in wrestling history, either way, right? I mean, diva or wrestler. I mean, for her, she was on top of the world.
Oh, Internet Babe of the Year, hell yeah!
She was number. I mean, at one point, right, bigger than Trish Stratus ever was. At one point.
Well, this was before Trish Stratus.
So. No, I know, but I'm saying like Trish Stratus never reached the heights that even though it was very brief, never reached the heights that Sunny Day reached.
Okay, so. I would make an argument for this generation for the 2000s.
Fame wise, I'm not saying
Trish Stratus did her thing, but at the time, yes, Sunny was mainstream for the Babe of the Year, and a lot of people love Sunny. She was the first original diva, around that time. She was the original diva, but with her is drugs. She was cheating on Chris Candido with Shawn Michaels and the British Bulldog, and she got around.
It is a hell of a drug, Mike Larkin.
Yes, it is. She got around.
Boy, British Bulldog, Mike Larkin. I'm saying.
God rest his soul. She got around. Yes, she got around, and she was not well liked. She was as Jim Cornette called her, she was a goddamn upfront cunt. and everything that went into that. But she was who she was. And yeah, drugs and everything, just her being who she was, got her into this downfall. Chyna, after everything that happened with her, God rest her soul, Chyna just went downhill because of the whole thing with Triple H and Stephanie and everything that happened there, which is unfortunate.
I know something about Chyna, Mike Larkin.
What? Don't do it. She's no longer with us. Stop it.
You know it's true, Mike Larkin. You know it's true.
Just stop it. But when I look at Chyna as another one,
girl, you know it's good.
Girl, you know it's true. You sent me the Ashley Simpson pieces of me. Still will never not get old. That's so funny. But no, Chyna was another one, man, that really went on a downward spiral and a downfall. I mean, with Triple H, I mean, he said in the past, like, we can't put her in the Hall of Fame because of what you would search when you search Chyna. But even at this year, when he got into the Hall of Fame and he started talking about Chyna, he's just like, you're damn right she should be in the Hall of Fame, because a lot of people have still said over the years, and I truly believe this myself, she is in the Hall of Fame as a part of DX, but she should have her own spotlight in the Hall of Fame. Absolutely. But what she did for women and how she paved the way for women, first ever female Intercontinental Champion, I believe she does, if you can overlook the adult stuff. But still, I mean, Mike Tyson is in the fucking Hall of Fame, for God's sake. So, I mean, Jimmy Snuka is in the Hall of Fame. I think you can put Chyna in there. Sonny's in the fucking Hall of Fame, so I think you can put her in there.
Sonny is in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, she got in 2011.
And so, and even so, you don't get taken out if you kill someone, basically, is what you're saying.
Well, Donald Trump is in the Hall of Fame. A lot of people.
Donald Trump never killed anyone, Mike Larkin.
I mean, no, I know he didn't kill anybody. I just wanted to see her.
Mike Larkin, you want me to like really like drop the gloves here, Mike Larkin, because you just talking about how you don't like political stuff. And
I don't. Well, he does have a mugshot, but he didn't kill anybody. But no,
Larkin, he's got a mugshot.
Yeah,
he worked at McDonald's, Mike Larkin. Like,
he's just a humanitarian.
He came from New York City, Mike Larkin. He's blacker than Obama, Mike Larkin.
Wow. Okay. So he's got his money from his daddy. But Donald Trump, yeah, is one of those.
Larkin, he lost all that. You know, he lost all of that, right?
I know.
The fortune he has is his.
Yes, I know. Humanitarian of the year. So Donald Trump is in the celebrity wing of the Hall of Fame.
Don't be an asshole, Mike Larkin. Come on, dog. I didn't do anything to you, dog.
Much. So Donald Trump, the humanitarian. Donald Trump, the humanitarian of the year, convicted felon. We had Sonny's in the Hall of Fame. Yes.
Did one of the boys from one of the other podcasts hurt your feelings, Mike Larkin? Is that what this is about?
What boys from another podcast?
Did you ask one of the other boys out and they said no and they hurt your feelings? And
about what?
No, you know, about going on a date, Mike Larkin. Did they say no one hurt your feelings?
How about you just
shut up? This is about, were you spurned? Are you a spurned lover, Mike Larkin?
Just shut up. Just shut up. Why you always tell me to go fuck a goat?
Those boys are so mean.
Why you always
tell me to go fuck a goat?
Go fuck a goat. No, it is what it is. And first of all, a lot of people also would agree with me on that. So it's not like, just like, oh, everybody, it is what it is.
No, anyway, but you're getting this is like for no reason, it seems like. I'm just like,
for no reason. I'm just telling what it is. He didn't kill anybody, but he's so I mean, Mike Tyson.
To be fair though, I've had many episodes where I've like been like off the rails and bowed up. So you're allowed one every 3 years, I guess.
Of course. I mean, he's a convicted felon, people. So, I mean, Donald Trump is in there. Rapist Mike Tyson, Jimmy Snuka.
When you railroad someone, you can make anyone a felon, Mike.
That is true. Jimmy Snuka is in there as well. So, I mean, it is a very, very interesting bunch that he has in the Hall of Fame. But yeah, Sonny is in there from 2011. So, I mean, if Sonny's in there, we can have Chyna in there.
Oh, well, I was really saying, like, they should probably kick Sonny out.
Oh, well, they haven't kicked anybody out.
Why?
Well, they don't mention it. They don't mention it. Hulk Hogan's in the Hall of Fame.
But I think that if you kill someone, you should probably just be quietly removed.
Oh, well, they
Hall of Fame, I don't really.
Well, they don't mention it, so that's their version of quietly removing them, so to speak. They just don't mention it.
They don't have like plaques that they keep anywhere, right? Mike Larkin, it's not like an
some of them have sold it. Well, look at Ric Flair. Friggin' how many times he sold his Hall of Fame ring for money because he's a dumbass. Woo! But yeah, it is what it is. They have plaques. I'm sure she has a plaque, or she sold her plaque. I'm sure she sold it to somebody on eBay. I'm sure she did.
I mean, I don't think you should stay in the Hall of Fame for killing. I think that porn is another whole thing, but
Porn. Yeah.
I don't think you should lose. I don't think you should lose it for like doing like China. Like I don't think you should have to be
Big
kept out.
giant box of porn, Andy. These are just.
Yeah, but if you kill someone, you probably shouldn't be.
I'm just saying, these are some of the scenes I was really into in the summer of 2003.
The School of Cock, Michael Ogden.
It stars Jack Blackcock.
But
no, I could go off the rails. And again, folks, not hating anybody politically. Like I mentioned throughout the show, I hate politics, but I'm just telling it like it is, and I'm not ashamed. So
it's just this goddamn Lion Johnson, this goddamn Lion War, right, Michael?
That's what I'm saying.
War.
But the problem that I have is I think sometimes when you go, oh, and I know you're kidding with that somebody on your podcast freaking ask you out of it. No, stop it, you son of a bitch. But I'm just saying, we can all agree to disagree on stuff, but don't act like, everything, not you, I'm just saying, I'm just using people as an example. Don't act like everything that I say is wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because people can have the share.
Nope.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. See, again, you get me bowed up because of this motherfucker. So, it is what it is.
I think, Mike Larkin, you're entitled to your opinion, Mike Larkin. You know what I'm saying, dog? And everybody's entitled to their opinion.
I agree.
However, not every opinion is created equal, and there are some really dumb opinions out there. But you know what? You don't have to listen to any of them. So well,
when you
can't let things bother you. So
when you're up in my face, not you. When people are.
This really seems like it's the personal against me. Like, that's why I'm getting concerned, dog. Like,
why is this a personal against you? What I say? No,
what I say? That's what I'm saying. What I say, dog?
Not you. Not you being in my. Nobody's personally attacking you. I'm saying other people who get in your face because derp, and I'm like, no, derp, you can fuck right off, you fucker.
You fucker.
You fucker. Again, the uneducated masses, unwashed masses. Anyway, I digress.
Is this from the people you live near, Mike Clark? Is it because you live near these people? Is that what this is about? Myrtle Beach people?
Let's put it to the forefront. Not everybody from the South is facocketed in the head. Let's put it to the honest spectrum here. They're not all facocketed in the head. But I mean,
yeah, you right? Yeah, no, you guys.
It's just when you're on the highway.
Most of them though, I see you guys are okay. Some of them you guys got like imports and stuff, and you got transplants and people that come from other places. But the ones that
Oh well, the 5 that are on the side of the road protesting, and it's like, give it the fuck up. So it is what it is.
Wait, so you don't like these protests that are going on, then, Mike Larkin? Is that what you're saying?
What protests? Not these protests. I'm talking about not the ones going on in LA. I'm talking about protests here about whatever the fuck. It was something else that they were protesting. And I'm like, Jesus, there's literally like 5 of you here. What the fuck are we doing? And you have the right to peacefully protest. I'm not talking about the LA protests. I think LA can do what they go for it, man. Fucking I get it, but it is what it is. You know what it is? It's so interesting.
Oh, wait. They're throwing rocks at cars, Michael.
Yeah,
You're saying go for it?
Just go for it.
People can die that way.
I know. I just wanted to see your reaction because I know if I say it, go for it, you're going to be like.
Well, I mean, you got, this is, I would expect that type of BS from you. So, just saying.
Well, yeah, because I like to fuck with you. But no, absolutely not. I think.
No, I mean, like, you're that way. I'm saying.
No, I'm not. Stop it. I look at it like this, man. When you can peacefully protest about anything, and that's fine. But yeah, when you're fucking just like tearing it down, God.
Tear down, girl. Go ahead. Get down. Tear down, girl. Go ahead. Tear down. Oh, Mike Larkin. Speaking of him.
Yes.
Mike Larkin.
Who?
Have you heard Kanye's new song?
No, I don't want to hear his new song.
Mike Larkin.
What?
Look up the lyrics to Kanye's new song right now.
I don't want to. Fucking yay.
Look up. So it's
what's it called?
No. I can't. I don't think I could actually say it on the air. Mike Larkin, it's actually that bad.
God.
He's saying Heil.
The one where he's glorifying Hitler? That one?
Yeah. It's the literally that's the chorus. Mike Larkin is literally that. And the music video is really weird. He's like wearing like a wolf thing, Mike Larkin, and he's like being all like trying to be scary and weird. And then he's like, you know what? F it, I am a Nazi now. I'm like, Larkin, he's like,
Yeah, I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it. Yeah, I don't.
He's really gone off the. He's really lost it, Mike Larkin.
And there's still people that support that, man.
Yeah, there's always crazy people, Mike Larkin, but you know.
I mean, you're hanging out with a lot of the crazies and the sickos, so you know I understand.
No, I'm not, Mike Larkin. Mike Larkin, I just
a personal attack against me.
Don't call your mom crazy and a sicko, Mike Larkin. Come on, dog.
You're an interpreter. Yes, but no, I have not personally attacked you. Are you a victim? Are you a victim? Is what you're saying? You're saying you're a victim. Are you?
You're saying you're a bully, Mike Larkin. You know this. He's bullying me.
And what I got to say about that?
What's that, Mike Larkin?
Why do they got to always censor the curse words? Nowadays, everybody want to talk. They got something to say.
It's all about Dre.
Why they always got to curse out the good part? Why they got to bleep out the good parts? Oh boy. But no, I mean, yeah, I don't even. I listen to fucking Will Smith's new song about fucking pretty girls, and I'm just like, no. I know about Ye. I don't want to hear about Ye. Will Smith should not have made a comeback because that song is the drizzling shits. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't even listen to it. Don't even listen to it. It's fucking.
He's another one that went crazy though, my Logan. He went crazy.
Well, he's never gonna get over the fact that his wife cheated on him with her son's friend. Yeah.
Apparently, he was already kind of a d-bag though. Like apparently, like everybody in Hollywood already knew that Will Smith was kind of a d-bag, but that no one realized it until the Oscar thing when he slapped. That was an open hand slap, Mike Larkin. That's a man slap, Mike Larkin.
Yeah, much like the great Dr. D. David Schultz slapped John Stossel for being a dumbass.
I think that Dr. D has feelings hurt a little bit and was a little butthurt, Mike Larkin.
No, stop it. I know what you're trying to do. Be quiet.
No, Mike Larkin. You know, just because you disagree with someone doesn't mean you got to hit a man, Mike Larkin.
Well,
you're talking about doing bad things. You know, you don't hit someone because you disagree with them.
You're
never the answer.
Well, you're also in the 80s.
It's never the answer, Mike Larkin.
You're also in the 80s, so you got to keep the kayfabe alive, man. So you have to be your character at all times, so you're keeping kayfabe alive. So
it's okay to hit people then, Mike Larkin? Is that what you're trying to say? You're saying that it's okay to hit someone, Mike Larkin?
As the great Pink once sang off her debut album, Can't Take You Home, that came out in 2000, sometimes it bees like that, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes it bees like that. Sometimes you got to slap a bitch. Slap it.
Mike Larkin, quoting Pink is not going to help your cause right now.
I'm just saying.
You know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying, Mike Larkin?
Shout out to my earth science teacher back in 10th grade. You remember the slap a hoe tribe? Yes. Sometimes you got to slap them.
So I thought you hated every teacher in that school, Mike Larkin. I thought, what the hell? Shout out to you thought you hated all your teachers, Mike Larkin. What the fuck is this?
Hate is such a strong word, my homie G.
You know what, Mike Larkin? You're full of shit. That's what I think. I think that you're full of shit.
So with that being said, yes, sometimes you gotta slap him. Dr. D, take it one. My ears. Fuck you, John Stossel, you fucking pussy. So I mean, it is what it is.
Mike Larkin, he shouldn't be doing that. He shouldn't be hitting people, Mike Larkin. You know what I'm saying?
Well, no, sometimes it happens. Welcome to the wrestling business. It's what it is. And he got sued. That killed his wrestling career because John Stossel sued the shit out of the WWF. That killed. Then he became a bounty hunter, which not shocked in the slightest. But yeah, no, he slapped the shit out of him. He did. Oh, what a moment! But yeah,
John Stossel had a point, Mike Larkin.
Well, because he wrestled in high school.
John Stossel had a point.
John Stossel is the epitome of that episode of South Park. This is real wrestling, Mister. I'm gonna have to ask you to get your gay porn out of this bar. Yeah, no, it is.
Stossel doesn't watch gay porn, Mike Larkin.
Well, a big giant box of porn, Andy. No, I will not take my pants off. No, I will not make out with you. Chlorophyll, more like chlorophyll. O'Doyle rules.
O'Doyle rules.
O'Doyle
rules.
O'Doyle rules. I cannot.
O'Doyle, I have a feeling your whole family is about to go down. Right now I got to study.
But that's the thing too, man. I can't even look. I saw another trailer for Happy Gilmore 2. I can't do it. I can't. I simply can't do it. I can't.
You can't do that, Mike Larkin? You can't do it? Why not?
I don't want to watch that because what we had in the 90s was awesome. Now I don't care. I'm just can't. It's like when you watch Good Burger 2, and that was absolutely the truth.
Logan, what's her face has a cameo in it? You know, Paige. What's her name? Paige Sporadic. Mike Logan. What's her name?
Who?
Paige.
What are you talking about? Paige who?
The golf chick. The golf chick is gonna. The hot golf chick is gonna be in there. Paige.
Oh yeah, that's a plus. Okay, I know Becky Lynch is in it. MJF is in it as well. So I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you're gonna see.
Yeah, Michael J. Fox made a comeback. Mike Logan.
Shut up. No, that's not what we're talking about. MJF, fellow Long Islander. So I mean, it is what it is. You know.
He's from Canada, Mike Logan. Come on, dog.
I'm not talking about that, Michael J. Fox. I'm talking about Maxwell Jacob Friedman, MJF from AEW, fellow Long Islander.
Michael J. Fox is making a comeback, though. I think he is in something.
And what?
Recent.
Why?
I don't remember. I don't.
Why?
It didn't have anything to do with Back to the Future, so I was like, yeah.
That's horrible. Well, no, I mean, he had some other movies that were all right. Life of Mikey was okay. He had some other ones.
Yeah, he had other
movies.
Other movies, but
Doc Hollywood, come on.
Doc Hollywood was okay. Mike Logan, no, I said Doc Hollywood first. Mike Logan, stop it.
Whatever. Secret to My Success, come on.
That wasn't good. Yeah, I was gonna say Secret to My Success. That wasn't that good, Mike Logan. You're cheating. You're cheating anyway. Mike.
Everybody Loves Raymond. Yeah, that's just not a good show. And I love Miss Gertie. I love you. Like, damn it.
You don't love any teachers. Stop lying. You don't love any teachers. Stop it.
So I had an Italian teacher in middle school, folks, named Mrs. Gertie. Loved her death. Loved her death. Sweet ass woman, man. Sweet ass woman. SAW. Sweet ass woman. But damn it, when you're playing everybody,
you were gay.
Shush. Everybody loves Raymond. She was playing it. Reminds me of My Family. Yeah, no.
This reminds me so much of My Family. Oh my gosh, it's so funny because it's so relatable. I'm like, if this is like your family, then your family sucks.
Yeah, that episode is terrible. Like, nobody, don't ever watch that episode. It's the shits.
I wasn't in Mike Larkin's class, but I had the same teacher, and she did the same shit with me when I watched it. So I know what he's talking about.
It was terrible. It was terrible. I don't know why she even made to think about just like, Italy and all this stuff. So we're going to watch the Everybody Loves Raymond episode. I'm like, I'd rather watch fucking Life is Beautiful over again. And that movie is fucking depressing. And I'd rather watch that over Everybody Loves Raymond. And we watched.
I'm kind of with you there, Mike Logan. I gotta say, I'm kind of with you on that one.
Life is Beautiful is very sad. If you've never seen that movie, it brings a tear to your eye. But damn it, just no. I'd rather watch that than fucking Everybody Loves Raymond, that Italian episode. And we watched Life is Beautiful in high school. I remember watching that in 9th grade. Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, no, I remember Mike Logan. I remember, dog. I had to watch that too, and. It was depressing as fuck, but still was way fucking better than Everybody Loves Raymond. You know what I'm saying, dog? You know what I'm saying, Mike Larkin? You know what I'm saying, dog? And yeah, look at the freaking. I'm cooler than you because I don't like any teachers in high school, Mike Larkin. They all suck. They're all lame, right, Mike Larkin? You know what I'm saying, dog? I'll never be like you, dog. You know what I'm saying, dog? Mr. I hate all my teachers.
I do.
Dear Mr. I'm too good to send for my fans.
This will be the last package I ever send your ass. But yeah, no, I've always said that I'm not too much of a fan of the teachers, but some I do have some moments that are okay. I have some moments that are okay.
No, there were some decent ones, Mike Larkin, but
we say it all the time, but yeah. So we went through a lot. I know and I'm not political. You don't talk political, but I will talk about convicted felons and whatnot just to get it under his skin because it's funny and all that good stuff because it's awesome. And
Mike Larkin, freaking, you're gonna call me daddy in a couple months. You know what I'm saying, dog? You know what I'm saying, homie G?
Whatever. But that was. But literally, the only thing that was ridiculous is the stupid fucking. Well, sometimes you got to fight it out. Yeah. How about let's not.
Mike Larkin, did you watch the trailer that I sent you for The Luckiest Man in America?
I did not see it. Why did I have to probably get back into it?
Oh, man, you should have freaking Mike Larkin. It came out like last year. I think it was showing like in April or something or whatever. But it's actually pretty good. Like, it's not great. Like, it's not, but it's actually a pretty decent recent movie, Mike Larkin. You know what I'm saying? Like, we were talking about how a lot of movies today suck. But like this movie was actually pretty bad. The last two movies I saw were actually pretty good. Were about the 80s, so I don't know if that says something. But do you know how much do you know about the Press Your Luck scandal? How much do you know about that?
I know stop at a whammy. That's about it. But yeah, no, it's no. What's the Press Your Luck scandal?
This guy in summer of 1984 went on the show Press Your Luck.
Stop at a whammy.
And he went on like one of the most incredible winning streaks with spins that anyone has ever seen. And it was like a get rich quick scheme. And he figured out how to memorize the patterns that the board would make, because it wasn't like just a random flashing that goes along. Like you have to, it's a square board, and you have to stop and avoid the whammy. You know, no whammies, no whammies. You got to avoid the whammy, and you hit something and you win a prize. Well, it turns out there was only like 5 sequences that board would go through. He memorized them all, and he figured out how to win on every spin. And so David Goggins is in it. And I think he actually had it made. I think he might have produced it too. And it's about what happened like leading up to and during the taping of these episodes of Press Your Luck and everything that was going on behind the scenes. Really interesting. It had some funny moments. But I actually thought it was a pretty decent watch. And nowadays there aren't too many decent movies that come out that interest me and are good. So this was good enough, I felt, to bring up on the podcast, because I sent you the trailer, and that was before I even watched it. But I watched it. I thought you were going to watch it too, so we could talk about it. But I guess you're too lame. But that's okay.
I didn't see it, so it's fine. No, I mean, I haven't been able to get into my Facebook, so I have to get back into it. But
you should check out that movie, Mike Logan. You should check out Luckiest Man in America.
Okay, I'll check it out.
It's actually really good.
What do you think of the 80 Shabbos? Press Your Luck. So, I mean, I think that's definitely something to check into. All right. That I will actually watch. I mean, I would actually be interested in that. It came out last year, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it on Netflix or what is it on?
It's on a bunch of things. You have to Google everything that it's on.
All right. Yeah.
It's hard. It's so hard to keep track of what everything, I can't keep track of what everything's on anymore. Mike Larkin. It's just like
that's what we say. That's what we say. Kids nowadays don't understand. Like, if you missed it, you missed it. Whatever was on, like if you missed it at 9:30, you gotta wait. You gotta wait like a week or something.
Back in my day, that's how you sound right now. That's how you sound.
I feel you, but yeah, no, I'm getting there. But yeah, no.
Appointment viewing today is archaic.
Yes.
Why would you even think of that today in today's world? Mike Larkin is like nobody does appointment viewing anymore unless it's a sporting event. It's like something live, or like you're a wrestling fan like this guy over here, and you're still doing that crap.
Well, first of all, you could watch anything as far as wrestling now. With Raw being on Netflix, you got friggin' Evolve on Tubi, so you have a lot of great stuff that's like streaming there that you can watch over and over.
But you always got to watch it, on time when it happens on TV, my Lord. And I know you, dog. You know what I'm saying? So you're like, Wednesday night, you gotta watch, this, gotta watch AEW and blah, 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 and Thursday night SmackDown, and I gotta watch SmackDown.
Well, SmackDown's on Friday and Impact is on Thursday, so stop fucking around, man. But
Mike Larkin, when I was watching it and actually cared about it was on Thursday. So
it was. It's very much. And the theme song was "The Beautiful People" by Marilyn Manson.
I grew up and got a life though.
How about you shush? Because there's a lot of good stuff for wrestling.
I'm kidding.
And you watch it too, you asshole. Joe Montana was a quarterback.
I know, that's why it's hilarious. That's why it's hilarious. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. As far as AEW goes, I can't with AEW. Just again, you see just a. Don't even get me started with AEW. But yeah, no, it is what it is, man. There's a lot of wrestling to consume each and every week. But yeah, and we've talked about Tony Khan and his adness. Maybe a cokehead, maybe not. But I mean, it is what it is when it comes to that. But yeah, we'll see. I'll definitely check out the Luckiest Man in America on all that. But I think the last thing I actually watched was on Tubi. Was that OnlyFans documentary that came out about the woman who possibly, maybe not murdered her boyfriend. Her story is that she threw the knife at her boyfriend and he died. And when it turned, but she didn't. I think she actually like stabbed him, and she was talking to her mother on the phone and just let him die, like right in the middle of the kitchen floor. Oh, it was brutal. And then it also gives you a good
OnlyFans documentary, Mike Larkin. Really, OnlyFans. Really?
And then it also gives you great insight on how OnlyFans are. I mean, there's a lot of great people on OnlyFans. I mean, like shout out to our girl. She just had a birthday. I'm talking about the one and only Misbehavin'. So Misbehavin', who was on the show about a month ago, probably going to get it back for round 2, man. It's going to be a sweet one. Misbehaving. We love you to death. Mwah. I look at it from a stance like this, man. Like if Misbehaving was doing some OnlyFans, I know you would be on that, like in there, like swimwear. So I understand.
No, I'm not a simp, Mike Larkin. I'm not a simp.
Okay, I'm just saying. Maybe you do something.
He does great work, but I'm not a simp, Mike Larkin. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe you wouldn't. I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest, and I love all my ladies, but god damn it, man, with the OnlyFans, I don't know if I want to pay for that. Yeah, I'll get a free trial, but damn it. I don't know about that. You know,
I told you I can download 3,000 vaginas in 30 seconds. Like
that is true. That's what the beauty of the.
Why would I pay for that? Why would I ever pay for that?
Some people do. It is what it is. People got them kinks about them. Don't be kink shame. We got our preferences, whatnot.
I'm not kink. It's not about kink shaming, like it's just about why are you paying for porn in 2024? It's like why are you using videos in 2004, Mike Larkin? When they shot that scene in 40-Year-Old Virgin, the internet existed, Mike Larkin. You understand that, right, Mike Larkin? You understand the internet existed back then, right? And so I don't know why he's still. Well, I know why they're still using it because it's written by 40-year-old guys, but like you don't need to be watching porn on VHS in 2004, Mike Larkin.
Okay, new tape. Just friggin' fast forwarding. Okay, new tape.
Yeah, after he turns down the pictures, like all the pictures in his room, and
turns the pictures of his parents away. I've been alone with you inside my mind.
Oh, Mike Larkin, Lionel Richie, dog. That's a jam, dog.
First of all, Lionel, man, boy, y'all, when it comes to friggin' Lionel, it is a jam. Dancing on the Ceiling. I'm talking about Hello. I'm talking about Brick House. I'm talking about the Commodores, man. Jams.
Do you think that listing the songs will make you more believable as a fan, Mike Larkin? Is that why you're doing that?
So when it comes to Lionel Richie, man, he had all the but it just
Mike Larkin, he had the courage. He had the courage to put a blind woman in his video.
He did.
Mike Larkin.
I know. You got to rep because you're blind. I understand. It's cool.
Well, that and I mean, it's always better if the woman can't see. You know what I'm saying, Mike Larkin? Can't really run away. You know what I'm saying, dog? you know what I'm talking about, right, Mike Larkin? You know what I'm saying, dog? You know what I'm saying?
That's all you.
No.
No. Then you say, yeah. Well, speaking of runaway, now we'll talk about our main point of the show. And for those who've been listening this long, thank you for our dribbles and our laughter and our going at each other and feeling like it's a personal attack. And blowing upness and boat upness and wow. So we'll get to the
this is the show clips that Mike Larkin, when I have the roast of my 40th birthday and Mike Larkin comes on as the closer, he's just going to show clips of this show.
Yes.
And that's it. That's it. and all of my memes and IMs and
also calling OnlyFans models whores. So we'll definitely put that. Well, am I lying? Aren't they whores? You're a whore, CM Punk. So yeah, I'll probably put that in there. I can't believe you got.
Hey, Mike Larkin, do me a favor. Don't tell Misbehaving about any of that stuff, Mike Larkin. Because
I was going to try to get her on the show.
Don't say that, Mike Larkin. Because
I was going to try to get her on the show, but I don't know now.
I'm not trying to be disrespectful, Mike. No disrespect. I don't mean no harm.
Don't be so quick to walk away. Dance with me. Gonna rock your body. Please stay. Dance with me. You don't have to admit you want away. Go away and just dance with me. Just let me rock you. Don't break a day. Dance with me.
Got time, but I don't mind.
Just wanna rock you, girl. I'll have whatever you have. Come on, let's give it
a word.
See, I've been watching you. I like the way you move. Tell you I'm gonna do.
Shake it,
So you grab the girls and you grab a couple more, then you off with me to the middle of the floor. So the air is thick, it's styling right, and the fast to the left, then you sail to the right. Don't be so quick to.
Okay, don't sing the whole song. We might get flagged with copyright, Mike Logan. We're gonna get flagged, Mike Logan.
There will be no.
That's the last thing I need on my rep, Mike Logan. Getting flagged by Justin Timberlake. No, thank you, dog. You know what I'm saying, dog? I don't need people making assumptions.
It's gonna ruin the tour. How about you don't drink and drive, you dumbass? Anyway, fuckers, let's.
You fucker! There you go. Here
you fuckers. So,
okay, come on, dog. Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
We're live.
On the starts in the ring.
Oh yeah, my ring's outside. Oh yeah, let's do it. We're live. We're live. Paulie.
Who was supposed to be like this, Tommy? Who was supposed to be like that?
You blew it. You blew it. I loved you, man. Oh, okay. So we'll go to the main talking point. If you've been with us this long, thank you. But we're gonna talk about that bitch, Jenny. So he was
a real boxer, Mike Clark. Did you know that?
Was that?
He was a real boxer. Did you know that, Mike Clark?
I know Tommy Morrison, God rest his soul, was a real boxer. Thank you.
Yeah, we can go with that. We can go on.
Okay, so Jenny, you a bitch. Hey Linda, you're a bitch.
I mean, Mike Clark, I had to finally just bring this up once. We've talked about this now. I don't know how many times.
20, 25 times.
At least. So let's just get this all out of the way.
Yes.
And just give it its own spot and its own topic so we can talk about it, because I feel like we need to fully flesh out this. We need to really explain why we hate Jenny so much. Honestly, we have to actually explain why we get bowed up when we talk about Jenny. Now, where do you want to start, Mike Larkin? Because once we go, we're gonna go.
The fact that
there are many reasons.
She's his only friend, and she sticks up for him. But also the fact that, want to go place far, far away and fly like a bird. He loves you. He cares about you. But then you got asshole goddamn Lion Johnson, this goddamn war, doesn't care about you, hits you. Or you go with these wrong people that are he was trying to grab you, and he's there for you and taking up for you. And
I guess we'll get this out of the way first.
Yeah.
First of all, anyone who tries to defend Jenny by saying that she was abused and she had a rough childhood, it's okay. And first of all, Forrest wasn't.
Yeah, Forrest fucking had a freaking shit on his legs. He was, he had it rough.
Forrest had to deal with his fair share of abuse, and he also had a rough childhood. And so, number two, I don't understand how that makes it okay for her to do some of the vile, horrible things that she would do to Forrest. I don't think that can excuse. I don't think anything can excuse what Jenny did. But if you just start excusing people's bad behavior because they're sick or they had a bad childhood or they're processing things, Jenny was an adult when she did most of these things. Every adult has the responsibility to get help for themselves, as well as a responsibility to treat others with respect. And probably, especially, being that Forrest was way more vulnerable than she was and had very little idea of what the hell was going on. Mm-hmm. Maybe, Jenny should have been a little more respectful of Forrest and, his feelings and his view of the world. But, I guess some people just want there to be just a horrible standard in the world and want it to be okay to do horrible things. It's okay, you're humanizing the perpetrator here, right? You're not giving any type of consideration to the victim, and you're just trying to say we should humanize the criminals, the people that do bad things. You're setting a horrible standard for the rest of the world. You're living in an unjust society. You're living in a world where people could do horrible things and it can be excused for them. And I just don't think that that's an acceptable standard for anyone to set. This is nothing to do with anything else, but just, you should be a decent person And there's no excuse. So let's get that out of the way first and foremost. Anyone who tries to make that argument, you're an a-hole. Okay, screw you. It's not okay, especially because Forrest with special needs is way more vulnerable, and it's just not okay. None of this is. So go ahead, Mike Clark.
No, I'm right there with you. As someone we mentioned many times, learning disability, ADD, epilepsy, the whole nine. We'll be here all day. Fine motor skills issues. Like I am up there. I'm right there with Forrest. I mean, Forrest Gump, literally like low IQ, gone through stuff with his legs and everything that he went through, the trials and tribulations he went through. His mother having to sleep with the God damn it, he. And then
Your mama sure cares about your schooling, boy.
And the worst part is he turned out to be the doctor that friggin' was treating her at the camp. We sure straightened you out, didn't we, boy? And I'm like, motherfucker.
No, his mama straightened you out, motherfucker.
Like, that's what I was even like, this motherfucker. Oh, that.
His mama gave him the ride of his life, Mike Clark. Let me just say, you know what I'm saying, dog?
I'm dying, Forrest. Like, she was so happy to just like.
No. Don't make this.
I know. We'll talk about Jenny. I'm just saying the scene. I'm just mentioning the scene. Okay, we'll talk about Jenny.
Forrest, this is not about how that Forrest sucks. This is about that Forrest is great. Jenny sucks.
Oh yeah, well, I know. Well, I'm just making the scene. So Forrest, Jenny sucks. Okay, here we go. So she's with him on the bus, lets him sit. Then they're becoming friends. And she would want him to stay with her. And he stayed with her through all that bullshit for the father to not sexually molest her or do anything or sexually assault her. It was bad, okay? Like, she was in a rough childhood. I get that. But when a good person like Forrest is wanting to help her and stay with her, like, she sat with her when she threw those fucking rocks and they bulldozed the fucking house down. And while she was over here trying to get herself killed and friggin' jump off the fucking ledge and snort fucking coke and hitchhike and do all this bullshit and fucking play the guitar naked and friggin' just trying to like be decent with her and like, hey, you shouldn't be doing this, or hey, you shouldn't be hanging out with Duke to do over here who fucking hit you.
Well, hold on. Let's calm down, Mike Clark. We're gonna get really off the rails.
I was getting angry there.
So if you go that fast, it's gonna get really crazy. So, okay, first of all,
yes,
notice how once they become adults, every time that she only shows up whenever Forrest is doing well.
Yep.
Do you notice that? First of all,
the army, the ping pong, everything.
Yeah, no, only when things are going well in his life. She's never there when things are going bad. And then when she is around him, she is using him in some way. Usually, either using him for his affection, using him for his resource, using him for whatever. This happens consistently throughout the majority of the movie, right up until Jenny's death. Okay? She never once treats Forrest properly. It starts in college, right? It starts in college when
with the roommate, yeah.
Yeah, with that was the whole make-believe thing, and she lets her, feel her up and then gives him his first big O, and then freaking he's attached to her from there. She's even more attached to her now. Okay, and she clearly never has any intention to actually be in a real relationship with him.
She just packs up and leaves.
And does she at any point during their lives actually make that clear that like I never intended to ever have an actual relationship? Did she ever even like tell him that? No. She strings him along, and then the closest she gets to telling him that is telling him that he doesn't know what love is.
I may not be a smart man, but I know what love is.
Now that's one of the most incredibly ironic statements that I've ever heard in the movie.
Yeah.
You're gonna tell him that he doesn't know what love is when freaking all you do is just shit on him every chance that you get.
He wanted to marry her. He said, "Marry me." You don't want to marry me, Forrest. He wanted
which means I don't want to marry you. She says that, and she goes, "I don't know." That means I don't really want to marry you. That's what that means. That means no, screw you.
Fuck. And then she sneaks in and they sleep together when it's raining, and then she leaves
Gives him a
again.
pity fuck, and then immediately leaves him the next day. Okay, and then what does he do for the next 3 years? He's so torn up about it that he runs across the country multiple times to try to process and get through what has happened, because it's so horrible for him, because he's processing things on a completely different level. And then 3 years later, right? 3 years go by, and then she gets a letter from Jenny saying, I need to come see you because she has AIDS and she's dying. And she needs someone to look after her 4-year-old son.
Let me take this.
Okay, no. This is important.
Okay.
I want to listen to what I just said.
All right.
Pity fucks him.
Yes.
3 years late, 3 years go by. She writes to him because she has AIDS, wants him to meet her 4-year-old son, Mike Larkin. That is not his kid. That is not his kid. Mathematically, it's not his kid. He was running for 3 years. The kid is 4 years old. He began running the day after they had sex. That is not his kid. That is not his kid. She even screwed him in death.
So I think after the pity fuck is when she found out, I guess she was pregnant, and kept it from him. So he runs for change and cause, or you could call it whatever it is. But yeah, he ran for 3
He probably
years.
already had the kid when she fucked him.
I know. All right. And then she sees him on the news running and doing this for change, and all the people are running with him. And
shit on his shirt.
Oh, yeah, that. Dude, you just stepped in some dog shit. It happens.
It happens. You can put shit on the shirt.
Yes. Oh, man, you just stepped in some dog shit. So,
well, I know I get the dirt on the shirt. Sorry, dirt, shit on his shoe, dirt on his shirt, make the smiley face. Right, Mike Larkin?
Yes.
I'm conflating scenes. I don't need to be doing that.
Oh, God.
But, no, but he's all right. He's all disheveled, right? He's on the cover of a magazine. Sees him on the cover of a magazine, right?
What the best does she get when he goes into the fucking and he finds where she lives? He's like, I've been following your career ever since you started running. I hate him. I hate her. I hate her. I hate her.
There's no possible way you could have followed him since he started running, because he started running the day you fucking abandoned him for the 90th fucking time after you pity fucked him and fucking rock his fucking world.
He's just sitting on the stoop, literally contemplating and just sitting. Then he goes, one day I thought I'd go run.
It's you lying. It's just
I hate her.
Not. I hate her. Yeah. See, this is. See, here we go. Oh,
here we go. Here we go.
Here we go. She always makes bad decisions and then looks to Forrest to like comfort her after the bed. He's eternally in the friend zone and is constantly the rebound, like Larkin. Okay. And she's never, ever just is honest with him, is constantly stringing him along and completely uses him. Just whenever things are always good for him and bad for her. Anytime that they cross paths, it's always good for him and bad for her. Like even when they finally met up in 1977 and he finally got his pity fuck. She was, sharing needles and running trains with stockbrokers for like 5 years, Mike Larkin.
Okay.
And one of those stockbrokers is the real father of his kid. So
she goes, this is my son Forrest. I named her after Daddy. Name like me. There's Daddy Forrest. And then he has that look like, is he smart or is he? And he's crying and he's emotional. Then he's sitting and bonding with the kid. And then she friggin' tells him, oh, you got a cough, got a cold, that she's sick and she has this virus and it's AIDS. And then they get married. And then he meets with Lieutenant Dan and his wife. And they're at they're married. Then she dies.
Lieutenant Dan.
Yeah, yes, I know that. You wrote me a letter, you idiot. Magic legs. So they get married, and then she dies, and he's crying at her friggin' just right by the tree, and then he sends her on the way to school. I love you too, Daddy. Then the feather. Haley Joel Osment.
You died on a Tuesday.
You died on a Tuesday.
Yeah,
now you
he's still like endlessly low. She only marries him because he's a billionaire and she has AIDS and needs someone to stick her kid with.
Yeah. Billionaire.
Vile. She's vile, Mike Clark. She by far is the worst villain in movie history, and it's not even close. Not even close, Mike Clark. And she's vile.
We literally we literally sound like that YouTube channel that friggin' analyzed every Saved by the Bell episode, and every episode with Zach Morris is trash because everybody loves Zach Morris, but in actuality, Zach Morris, the character, which is a piece of shit, which he is. Like if you look at the Zach Morris,
that's Funny or Die. Is that Funny or Die?
Funny or Die? Yeah, that's literally what it is.
In every episode, it's brilliant. It's brilliant.
Zach Morris is trash, which he is.
It's
like
a brilliant show.
It is, and Jenny is trash. Like for real, like. Strung him along. Like you had a good thing, but you went with this fucking asshole doing bad shit, and then you go back to Forrest. And then after you're done with Forrest, you leave Forrest.
And freaking like Forrest saves her from being punched in the face in the 60s. Meanwhile, while she's getting a train run on her from the Black Panther Party, Mike Clark, you know what I'm saying?
Sorry, I ruined your Black Panther Party.
And she still goes back to her scumbag boyfriend.
She still goes back to the dude
in the end, and then goes on a bus and abandons Forrest again. She gets into trouble. Forrest saves the day, and then Forrest gets fucked. And then she does it all over again.
She gets mad after he gets her off the stage where she's naked. And he's like, you need to put your clothes on. You don't need to be doing this, Jenny. And he's like, a lot of guys try to grab me. Like, oh God. Like,
then she terrorizes him by oh, do you think I could fly, Forrest?
Fly. What do you mean, Jenny?
Do you think that's something you should be doing to someone with special needs that cares about you?
Yeah, you don't
getting on a bridge and asking you if you think you can fly. Like, is that okay? Is that really okay?
And then she has the balls to go, nothing. And I'm like, God damn you. Why are you tempting this in front of this guy? Why? God, I hate her.
It's such a horrible thing to do to someone who cares about you. And she does this shit throughout the entire
fucking movie.
He gave her his purple heart.
The Purple Heart? Yes.
And she just fucking took it.
Literally.
She's out there to fucking protest the fucking war. He almost got fucking killed, had to get fucking shot to earn the fucking Purple Heart. He gives it to her, and she just fucking takes it.
He's out over here.
You don't love him. He's giving this to you because he loves you, you asshole.
He's literally.
And he almost died for that, and you just take it.
Like he's literally over here saving Lieutenant Dan, and he's with Bubba and trying to help Bubba, and you're over here being a bitch.
Like not even like, oh no, I can't accept this.
Just okay, I'll take it.
She just fucking takes it. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, what the fuck?
And then she gets back on the bus.
And gets on the fucking bus.
With the dude. Oh, he's not really like that. If he hits you, he's really like that.
That's every abuse victim that's ever lived.
That's fucking Stockholm syndrome.
I can fix him.
He's
not really like, you don't understand. He's actually really sensitive.
We can rebuild him.
We have the technology, right, Mike Larkin? You know what I'm saying, dog? Yeah, I know you love you some Steve Austin, Mike Larkin. You know what I'm saying? $6 million man, dog.
Friggin' just don't take it out. Don't when you take it out of the wrapper, it loses its value. Friggin' don't take it out. But yes, literally a horrible person, a terrible person.
I mean, just every time that she's with him, she is shitting on him in some way throughout this entire movie. And remember, he's special needs. She's doing this to a special needs person. It is especially not okay through any of this. And you can consider this emotional abuse. You can consider this taking advantage of someone. Just so many things. Every incident Like she just uses him, Mike Larkin, right? I mean, it's every
Run, Forrest, run. Like like you helped him with the bullies, and he's trying to help you and show you some love because he really cares about you, and you just shit all over him. You shit and you use him and abuse him.
yeah uses. It's just it's not. It is not okay for anyone to treat anyone that way, regardless of what gender they are, what they have going on. It's just, but it's especially not okay because Jenny is doing this to Forrest, and she just takes advantage of him to the very end, and then ends up sticking him with a kid that's not really his, Mike Larkin.
Yeah,
That's not Little Sixth Sense kid. That's not his kid, dog. That might be Bruce Willis's kid, but that's not his kid. That's not Forrest's kid. Math don't math. The math don't math, dog.
but yeah, she's just. We can't say it anymore. Just how much you hate her through the entire movie.
Abandons him physically and emotionally, like multiple times. Has no consideration for his feelings. All he wants to do is just be with her and just love her. And she has the audacity to tell him that he doesn't know what love is.
Well, then
saying that to anyone is horrible. Well, can you imagine she's saying this to someone with special needs?
I know. I get it. And I mean, like, he has the kid to deal with. And I'm sure he loves the kid, and he's teaching the kid and showing that kid what real love is. And him watching him get on the bus, and then the feather flies away. But it's just like, God damn it. Like, damn it, Jenny. Damn it.
That feather was fake, right, Michael? That was like a CGI feather.
I'm aware, yes, thank you. But yeah, it's just the symbolism at the end there. Oh, but man, like, just you can't. I'm sorry.
She is horrible. She's horrible. No, I don't want to hear.
I don't feel sorry for her.
No, I don't want to hear people saying, "Oh, she had a bit." Like Forrest had a bad childhood too. Forrest had just as bad a childhood in different ways as she did. There's no excuse to treat Forrest the way, and might have, by the way, also because she was, getting trans on her and sharing needles in New York, might have also given Forrest AIDS
and sniffing coke. Yeah, the whole night.
So not only does the kid probably have AIDS? The kid probably has AIDS, Mike Larkin. The kid probably has AIDS.
It's
also probably gave Forrest AIDS too.
I hate her. That's all I can. I just can't. I literally can't. Like, I knew we were gonna get bowed up talking about this.
She is the worst. See, I'm telling you, the people who say she's the worst movie villain in history are 1,000%
correct.
It's actually not a harsh enough title for her. It's actually like, if there's like something even worse to call her, like, she should be called that. Well, I mean, the C word's pretty. She is the C word. So
see you next Tuesday, bro. See you next Tuesday. Fuck her.
You know what I'm saying, dog? You know what I'm saying, dog? You know what I'm saying, dog?
I'm just saying, God damn it.
Look, man. I mean, and it's not. Don't say it's a woman versus a guy thing either. Like the feminist people will try to say, "Oh no, you don't understand. It's a women thing." No. Gender has nothing to do with it. This is not about being able to relate to Jenny's experience whatsoever. Jenny's not the main character of the movie. You don't need to relate to her experience.
It's called Forrest Gump.
Yeah, literally, the character you're supposed to be identifying with
Forrest Gump
is Forrest. It's not just like you get to choose. Yeah, it's not called Jenny. You don't get to just choose who you identify.
It's Forrest and Jenny. It's called Forrest Gump.
Yeah. Like you're honestly, not to be that guy, Mike Larkin, but like if you identify with Jenny in this movie, like you're not watching the movie correctly.
No,
not to be that guy, but
no, I'm sorry,
not sorry.
No, I got pissed through the entire thing. I'm like, this dude literally loves you, cares about you, wants to see you do well, thinks you're a decent person, wants to be with you, has unpassionate love and unconditional love for you, but you keep fucking making these mistakes and you keep taking advantage of him because you know that you can use him for this and that every time she gets knocked down, you're there to pick him up. But it's like, fuck. Like, and then you leave him again because that's just how you roll, because you can't commit. You can't fucking commit.
She is just one of the most disgraceful, horrible human beings
But then it's like, oh, but you know, when he sees her at the apartment and she's working now and she has a steady job and everything's okay, and look at her, she turned out better than she was, and I'm like, but still, like she did all this shit.
I'm like, and you have AIDS. It's like, yeah, but you have AIDS. Like,
you have AIDS.
You have AIDS. Like,
I'm glad that you found a working steady job, and you're a mom, but you have AIDS.
Yeah, and you gave your kid AIDS, and you probably gave Forrest AIDS, and who knows how many other stockbrokers you gave AIDS to also. Like,
and I know the wedding scene is supposed to be cute because he gives her the rings and whatnot, and it's supposed to be love.
She doesn't love him. She's not marrying him for love. It's like the most horrible thing. He thinks that she is marrying him for love. That's false. It's grounds for divorce. It's false pretenses. Like
literally marrying her because she has AIDS. And she's gonna die.
Yeah, no, and he believes, and she allows him to believe that they are marrying for love. She is only marrying him because she needs someone to raise her kid, and she's dying. Okay, that's not love, and she doesn't have the balls to tell Forrest that she doesn't actually love him at all. She'll say, I don't think. What is it? I don't think I'd be. I don't think you don't want to marry me.
Yeah, he says you don't want to marry me. I wouldn't be a great mom or a great wife.
Yeah, she'll say that, and then she'll say you don't know what love is, but all you have to do is just tell him you don't love him.
Just say it.
It's really you can just say that. He'll be devastated, but you devastated him because you're a horrible person. Like that's what you've done to him. You should at least, if you're gonna be a complete horrible human being to him,
just
vile.
Just sneaks.
You could at least tell him.
And just sneaks through the fucking window and just sleeps with them and then leaves. Fucker.
That's just, it's so horrible. Think about how hard it would be for a regular person to process this stuff, and then think about how hard it is for him. It's like he ran for 3 years to process that shit. Okay, that's what that was. That's what that whole sequence is him just trying to process another vile thing that Jenny has done to him.
I ran for a long time.
And he only stops when he gets a letter from her and then stops and then comes immediately to her.
Ran the fucking blocks, didn't even wait for the fucking bus, just ran.
Yeah. Yeah, no. But she doesn't give a fuck about him.
I can't say it enough. God damn it, Jenny. Fuck you. Just fuck off, Jenny. Literally just I'm sorry, but if you are defending Jenny, you're just wrong. If you're gonna sit there, and there are people who have tried to do it, Mike Clark, and I know this. If you're gonna sit there and you're gonna try to defend Jenny, you're just wrong. Okay? And probably stupid too. Jenny is not a good person under any circumstances. There is no way to twist this and try to make it so that Jenny is okay. No. It is not. It is never. There is not one scenario it is okay for her to do the things that she's done to Forrest. Not one. Right? Not one. How people like to justify things, right? I know.
There's none of that's gonna work. No.
It's like the people that are just well, I'm going through some stuff. I'm like, that still doesn't accuse the fact that you're being an asshole, and that how about don't be an asshole? Don't be an asshole.
I mean, it's really, really, if you just break it down to being as simple as just treat people like human beings and be nice to them, and be a decent person. If you just boil it down to that, it's really not hard to see how bad she is. Right?
They'll stick up for the fact that she let him sit next to him on the bus when nobody else, slates Tyken, and then they sat on the bus together, and I'm like, yeah, she was being nice, and then she fucked him, royally, fucked him.
Here's the problem. Most regular or neurotypical, I should say, guys will misconstrue a woman being nice to them as she's into me.
Right.
Now, to a certain extent, we're evolutionary programmed to do that, but we also have to work to get past that. Now, imagine what Forrest thinks.
Oh yeah.
She at no point says that she doesn't love him.
Right. Not a point. Never just I think the only thing I love you came like towards like the end before she dipped. Like she dipped, and then I love you goodbye. But that's really love, right?
Like it wasn't even true. Like it wasn't even. That wasn't
she's just like, I love you, Forrest, and then let's have sex, and then I'm gonna go. Goodbye. That was literally it.
Again, even saying I love you she was manipulating him. She's always manipulating him.
Deuces, man.
Like she just doesn't ever treat him as a human being. She treats him as a means to an end.
And just like that, she was gone.
Like that's not okay. Like that's not cool, okay. Like he knocked her childhood home down for her.
He literally had it bulldozed.
Like you couldn't just be like, Forrest, I appreciate this, but I'm not really in love with you, right? It could have at any point, but she's a woman. You don't understand, Mike Larkin. It's hard for Jenny. She was abused because her father was always hugging them and kissing them, Mike Larkin.
Yeah, but I understand she went through it. I really do, but God damn it. God damn it. Like
every time, even in like the guitar scene, like he's beating the crap out of a guy. Like, and she still goes away. Like college scene, he basically saves her from like being raped.
Yeah, in the fucking car too. Yeah, man.
Saves her from being raped.
But still.
And she still fucks him over. Still lets him touch her titties, but then like
that's about it. I'll give you a grab.
Then she's gone. Yeah, no, that's about it. No, then she's gone. Then she's gone again.
Yep. So the bottom line, folks, Jenny, use a bitch. Use a bitch.
She's vile, horrible.
Bitch.
I mean, there's no. I'm sorry, but not sorry. Like, she really is the worst ever. Like, and it's more so for people like us. Like, I mean, when you're coming at it from our perspective too, like
it just goes.
You feel it more.
Yeah, with good guys like us, and like people fuck us over. But
like the people who defend her, it's like saying like, oh, like people like Forrest and me and you, it's like saying like that doesn't matter, like we don't matter.
Doesn't matter.
That's what you're really saying.
Yeah.
You're saying that we don't matter. Then you're saying Forrest doesn't matter. Like, what are you saying? Like,
you're trying to say that.
It's not okay what she did. It's not okay.
It is not. But yeah, fucking Jenny. We had to get that off our chest. We had to get that off our chest because, god damn it, fuck her.
Listen. This has been a long time coming, Mike Larkin. Like we've talked about this so many times that I think we need to just unpack it all and just really break down for everyone, like why we hate her so much. Like I watched that movie I watch it because it's fucking hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Then I also watch it to hate watch or rage watch Jenny.
Yes. Rage watch Jenny because it's a great movie, but we watch it to hate watch and rage watch Jenny.
And every time that the scene comes on, like you have to pause it and go like, this bitch, this mother effing bitch is gonna do this to him again. She's gonna pull some, like you know what's gonna happen. She's gonna pull some shit. Don't let her do it, Forrest.
Don't let her do it. You're yelling, but you know it's not. You know what's gonna.
Yeah. No, she is horrible. Horrible person. No woman should act like that. No woman should ever treat a man like that. I don't care who he is. I don't care if he's just in the friend zone. You don't treat a man like that. I'm sorry. It's not okay, especially someone with special needs. It's not okay.
I agree.
Okay.
Yeah, so Jenny, to put it in the bluntest of terms, you're a bitch. You're a horrible person. And just fuck off. Again, it's rage watch when you watch it. It's funny because it's a great film that brings you through an emotional roller coaster ride. But every time you watch it because of Jenny, you just get madder and madder. And again, people doesn't matter.
It's horrible. Like it's gotten to the point. It's gotten to the point where like I can't even. Is it still doing it, Mike Larkin? By the way,
No, you're okay. You're okay.
Okay. I can't even watch like Robin Wright Penn, any of those movies like that she's in, because it's just Jenny. It's Jenny. I hate Jenny. I hate her so much. I hate you, Jenny. It's like I can't even like even the actress is like, oh no, you're Jenny forever now. It's like, oh my god.
But yes, so we do hope you enjoy the discussion, the breakdown of Jenny from Forrest Gump. Us talking about not really politics and our beliefs, but just raging about people not shutting the fuck up. The crazy conspiracy theorists with their mind control and everything that came.
It's all about that mind control.
And everything.
I was the governor of Minnesota, Mike Larkin.
I was a Navy SEAL. Why won't they let me in? Why won't they let me see it? Because you don't have clearance, Jesse. And all of our zaniness. So with that being said, for the president of the Bruce Springsteen fan club, psych, Steve, homie, where can we follow you on the social medias? Please go ahead.
At Steve Nicks on Instagram, at Real SM Show 1 on the X. Obviously, you got the other shows at IceNet Pod, at IceNet, and at Golden Age Pod on X. Mm-hmm. And I think that's everything. Right, Mike Larkin, what do you got?
Yes, sir. So it is. If you want to subscribe to this YouTube channel, it is SNM Network Shows. That is SNM Network Shows. Just type in SNM Network Shows on the YouTube. You get all of these fine programs that you get to see on this YouTube channel. You can also check out SM Show 1 or MCL92 on the Twitter machine, the evil Twitter machine. Instagram, you can check out SM Show 1. And then I just did my Twitter again. Anyway, Larkin_92 or MLarkinMV on Instagram.
I don't even know what I just said.
You know what I just said. StephenMikeShow.com, LFCfights.com, Stephen Mike Show Clips, the YouTube channel, which y'all can check out as well, will be in the description, and S&M Show Podcast and S&M Fan Network Central on Facebook. All the links will be in the description, so everybody can check it out. And, of course, like Steve said, we have a wide array on the S&M Network Show YouTube channel. We have IceNet, we have Golden Age, we have the Stephen Mike Show, we have Deep Into the Heart of Wrestling. We got the weekly review. We got Uncaged. We got LFC. We got Pop Culture. And we have a lot of great hockey and great insight and analysis of all your favorite things in current events. So with that being said, fuck Jenny. We love you. And we appreciate you listening to us and our zaniness with everything that we talk about, because we love doing this. And we love just coming on here and being the best buds that we are and having a damn good conversation. So, homie, do you have any final words before we close this thing out?
Well, I think I'm gonna definitely put the Jenny thing on probably as its own clip.
Yes.
For S&M Show Clips, because that's definitely its own segment. But thank you guys for sticking around. If you've stuck around this long, if you've tolerated us and our nonsense for this long, we really appreciate if you've been with us for a little while now. We really appreciate it. I mean, we really don't expect that we're broadcasting to too many people. So really, the few fans that we have and that are listening, like, we really do appreciate you listening to us, because we're just two guys, talking, on the computer and, shooting the shit. And, we hope that we have something at least worth listening to. And if you've made it this far, we really do appreciate it. We really do. So thank you.
Thank you all. And for Stevie Nicks, my name is Mike Larkin. This concludes another edition of the Stephen Mike Show. And as always, fuck Jenny, fuck the Hulk Hogan, and born in the USA. Just, you could say fuck you, Bruce. Go ahead.
Fuck you, Bruce. Don't bring me down, Bruce.
Fuckers.
Fucker.